Yo, is that
Yep,
Pike?
we're good.
Yeah, I want that smoke
Just
with
I'm
Pike, bro.
looking to make sure that the. Yep, we're good. Now let me get my monetization on.
This nigga titled it Cudwy versus Slater.
Bruh.
Is that not the current context of the stream?
In current context, sure, but not the
Those
context
glasses are
of the
dope.
stream.
Cudwy, you're too cool. Come on. So
We want to
slim.
attract viewers.
Yo, Zane, what's that thing behind you, man? On that.
Dude, that's not a thing. What are you talking about? You talking about the alleged 3D printer?
Maybe. Is that what it is?
No, allegedly. It's allegedly.
I didn't know
Are you
what
trying to build it?
Why would you have a 3D printer, Zane?
Yeah, dude, I have no idea.
Are you trying to build one?
These things.
No, I 3D print keychains for my family friends.
Yeah,
What a wholesome guy.
Phone stands too.
So apologies everyone on stream. We're live. Apologies everyone on stream. We had a technical issue. And we're back. Whenever you guys are ready, we'll we'll keep going. But yeah.
Let's let the stream populate for a minute.
Exactly. I'm gonna pin them both again. Thank you guys for all coming back. I know that was a really annoying experience.
Yeah, again, if we hit 1K by the night, I shave my head.
Yeah, I will keep the
You'll have 2 hours to get us to 1,000, so Zane will shave his head.
I'll keep track. Can you guys see on the screen? Okay. What? What do you mean? Let me check what our analytics are right now just for the stream donations. We have not had a new one. It is at $104.82. Let me check. Or actually I can also check it on my my Streamlabs. So let's see. Are there people? Let me check the stream. All right. We'll be fine. Once people start coming in, we'll be gone.
So how was everyone's weekend so far?
So I would just like,
How's
wait, can I talk about this really dumb argument Southern Socialist just gave me about taxation? He says, even if it is theft, it's a levy to participate within society. And so I just responded to him, wage labor is a levy to participate in society, so you can't be a socialist.
Wait, that is actually a really, really wait, actually his critique is sort of non-substantive, but it's B sort of contradictory.
Well,
Is it
obviously,
really-
it's first of all, it's already claiming that that just because it is currently a levy to participate in society, that it has to be a levy to participate within society, right? So this is
Bro,
already
he
a
just has to use intuitionism to bridge the Izat, bro. Don't worry.
That's well, it's not bridging the Izat.
I'm sort of making a joke about your position on morality. But...
Right, I know, but I'm making a rebuttal that I don't in fact bridge the Izat because I'm not making any non-evaluative is claims. So there is no bridge of the Izat. I don't hold that the concept good is reducible to a natural property.
All right.
I'm gonna get a beer.
Wait, are you all right? Why can't? Okay, well it's fine. It's in gallery, and I pinned them. Whenever you guys are ready, we can start this debate, and then we can go on to talk.
Wait, what? Wait, I thought we were still doing like
No, we're
15
going.
in the original.
Yeah,
We
go
were
ahead.
actually doing 30?
All right. How about we
Wait, hold on.
just-
17, 7. Hold on, dude.
Hi,
Watch
Faye.
this. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I'll calculate this real quick. 8.
Wait,
So put it down to 11 minutes. Let's do 20 minutes. So that's I got to work. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wait, just hold on. I feel the need. Oh, never mind. Just go ahead. I was gonna make a joke about Cudby's math, but whatever. It's fine. Go ahead.
Wait. You wanna challenge how I calculate? What do you mean? I did 17. I did 20 minus.
I was kidding,
I did 20.
Cudwy. Go ahead. Don't get pressed. It's okay. Go ahead.
I could only imagine the critiques you could propose.
Yeah,
Yes,
pin
there
them.
is.
Pin them on your screen. So go to here, I'll unpin them. Go to pin. So just go click the three dots, click pin. Yeah, gallery view, and then pin Slater. Yep.
Who?
What's your real name?
Don't worry about it.
Hold on. I
Nice.
think someone. Hold on. I think there may or may not some. Hold on. Give me a second. My dad wants me.
He's not the only one that wants to. Could we just want to talk to his dad? Kobe's not here, bro. Kobe's not even here, bro.
Where did Cudwy go?
To talk to his.
Okay, so the next 2 minutes they may or may not come in here because they're upstairs right now and I don't know what they're doing. Okay, cool. So this is kind of like the problem of including like philosophy in general, right? And I'll give you an example of like what I mean, what I'm about to say, right? So when you compare, let's say for an example, Aristotle versus Kant, right? The only way in which you can tell one is right, one is wrong, is that the context and then what they're referring to, right? The only way in which you can compare, like what I mean referring to is like reality itself, right? You can't just like look at the words, what they're saying versus Kant and see like who's contradictory. Of course, they contradict each other all times, but who's actually right? So this is like the problem of taking concrete sentences, right, and dropping context. This is why I'm asking you, what context is Rand referring to when she says these particular sentences? Of course, you can go back into the book and then look at the before and after within those sentences, but this is the problem of a little bit with linguistics. Even Rand noticed this is why she could never figure out the word for mental entity, because she never wanted to use entity because she knows entity only refers to a metaphysical thing. So back to the thing, right? This is kind of like the problem between man and consciousness, as many philosophers has had a problem with. Right, man himself is the conglomerate between his metaphysical body and his consciousness as himself. Right, Rand doesn't. I wouldn't say doesn't properly distinguish, but I would say maybe the words in which she was referencing specifically, maybe it's harder to distinguish between what she was actually referencing between consciousness as man. Yes, man without consciousness cannot act because consciousness is the faculty for man acting, right? But that's the whole distinction here. Is like when she says man acts, this is not man acts by himself. It's also consciousness that has the faculty to act with himself. So the distinction here is like, yes, all actions are produced from consciousness. It's not man in himself. But yes, man himself with consciousness also does act. So the question is not only just a concrete quote, what I'm referencing, what you are referencing. Well, hold up, my dog is barking. Okay, so my thing is, instead of referencing a concrete sentence, right, without devoid of context, because it's like you're appealing to rationalism, but what context is she referencing when she says man acts and consciousness acts? Because there is a problem here. All actions are produced from consciousness, but man himself has consciousness and he acts himself. It's the linguistic distinguishing factor in which she is referencing these two things.
Okay, a few things. One, this doesn't address the part where she talks about consciousness having attributes, which either one by itself.
Wait, pause right there. Okay, when she's referencing volition, obviously, yes, this volition. I want to specifically define volition. Let's define this real quick. Define volition. Sure, let's do that. Okay, so the volition, conventionally, I'm using the very terrible Google definition: the faculty or power of using one's will. This would be denoted to action, which is, once again, of course, we would say volition is an attribute of man. This is something that he acts upon, right? But once again, this goes.
Rand says it's an attribute of consciousness.
Okay, once again, if you listen to what I was just about to say, it's an attribute of man, right? This is what man does.
That's not what you said. That's what you said.
What I literally just previously just said, right? When I'm about to quote my own self, all actions are a consequence from consciousness itself. Once again, this is what I'm saying. I'm looping it all the way together.
The point is that she says things that are contradictory. So I'm
yes,
saying
says things. What is she referencing, Slater?
the words that she's using. What do you mean?
Oh wait, do you know how the objectivist way that words work?
Yes,
Pretty sure you
they
were
refer
Ito.
to-
Oh, okay, exactly my point. So once again, what is the context in which she is referencing, Slater?
I don't know. You have to specify. What do you mean?
Context? Do you used to have a doc full of words? Like what context? Like okay, so
Context-
I'm gonna give you an example. Hold on, let me give you an example.
Okay.
I can't even think of an example. When let's say I previously established a context in this conversation, right? We're talking about fire trucks, right? I when I describe a fire truck, I don't have to repeat the word fire truck every single time to keep in your head the context of a fire truck. I can just say, well, it is red, or you can't just say what is red. We already established the context of the fire truck. So my point is, in what context is she referencing consciousness and manslayer?
I didn't say anything about consciousness and man.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the whole entire distinguishing factor
What's
is
up?
that consciousness is an attribute of man, but it's the linguistic distinguishing factor between man and consciousness, in which she references that consciousness can act, but is also an attribute of man.
Okay, what is your point?
So my point, as I previously just established, I'm going to break this down one more time, right? Ram, right? When she says consciousness acts, but it's also an attribute of man, but yet attributes themselves cannot act. She is saying man acts himself, right? Which is volition. Give me another example. Volition. What else? What else?
Perception.
Perception. Cool. All right, cool. So yes, man acts upon volition and perception, right? But this is not man within himself as a metaphysic, right? Man himself as a metaphysical body does not do these things. Without consciousness, man is dead. All actions are consequences of one's consciousness. But consciousness itself, without man, is nothing. This is the problem of linguistical distinguishing factors. So you need context to substantiate what she is referring to. My
Okay,
point, you can't take linguistic sentences by themselves.
Okay, so this is the problem with, and you always run into this when you bring up this critique with objectivists. As Cuddy said, he goes, okay, so Rand says that that consciousness is an attribute of man, but she says that consciousness has attributes, but only entities have attributes. So we have a contradiction. But instead of acknowledging that this is a contradiction, instead of actually taking Rand for her word, taking her pen for her face value, they go and try to find a way to interpret themselves out of it. Do you want to this is not how you read philosophers. You don't read philosophers by saying, this is what I think they might have said or might have meant in this context. The point is, you can say, you can find quotes of Rand where she talks about how only entities act.
Can I stop you right here?
No.
Okay.
But that's not the point. The point is that, yeah, she does have quotes that support your side. The point is that if she has even one quote that supports my side, there's a contradiction there. That's the point. The point is that she has contradictory quotes. So what can you, how do you derive what is actually objectivism and what is not?
Can I interject here? Sure. And to be clear here, objectivism is a closed system.
Right.
So it's not open for modern changes. It is the words of Ayn Rand.
Wait, hold on. I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't say it like that. I wouldn't phrase it like that, right? So when Zane means a closed, I agree with you, Zane, but the way you're saying it is just kind of iffy, right? So yes, objectivism is a closed system in which, if there's a contradiction, there is a contradiction everywhere, right? It's kind of like I don't know how you call it,
okay, that's all I was establishing. You can go with what you're gonna say.
Okay, well, it's like whack-a-mole. Like if you push one down, another one's going to pop up somewhere else, right? But this objectivism can be up to change, because objectivism is I'm pretty sure Slater, you read knowledge is contextual, right? You can add in new knowledge, but it cannot contradict the basic premise within that, or the fundamental, right? You want me to give an example for that?
No.
Okay, so but you're understanding what I'm saying now.
Yeah, but
okay, great.
That's what new knowledge did we gain that changed?
Wait, I never asserted that we had new knowledge. Are you good?
So then what's the point of bringing that up?
Okay, Zane was talking to the audience. I was clarifying what Zane is talking about.
All right. You just respond to it. So.
Jesus. So anyways, I wanted to stop you at that point where you were talking about reading philosophy or whatever. Like it's not reading philosophy. And I literally just went over this, and the fact that I have to reintegrate this context back into your head. what I establish is that one, to read, once again, I'm gonna go back to the same example. Between Aristotle and Kant, it's not just reading Aristotle and then reading Kant. The only way in which you can distinguish their philosophies, their contradictions, who's right and who's wrong, it's referencing reality. It's not just reading what they said, because of course there's going to be contradictions everywhere, and if there's contradictions everywhere, then I guess they're both wrong without referring to reality. So my point again, it's not just reading, which you're trying to establish that you can read out these contradictions, therefore they're contradictory. My point is, it is contextualizing what they are saying, what they are referring to, and I keep saying this word context because it's a necessary requirement for objectivism. Hence the whole entire fallacy, context dropping, literally.
Okay, yeah. So if somebody has a philosophy and there's contradictions in it, then yeah, it's wrong. That's I agree.
That's pure rationalism. Just because logic can contradict itself. Hold on, just because logic can contradict itself doesn't mean it has any reference to reality. What are you talking about?
What? Logic? You said logic can contradict itself?
Yes,
I'm talking about philosophers
yes,
who contradict themselves.
Had
They're
we-
wrong.
My mom just texted me. She donated a little bit and she said that you're lame for not turning on your camera. That's all I just wanted to say.
Yo, your mom called me lame.
much-
That's why.
How much are we at right now? We don't have a counter.
John?
He's not here, I
Go
don't
ahead,
think.
guys. Go ahead.
Okay. So it looks like you're equating contradictions.
Sorry, wait. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, my thing can.
How much have we?
Okay.
We are at $150. Since I left, we had $5. No, sorry,
That means we need another challenge too.
we had $15 from Sean and $30 from Ma.
Okay. Okay, Slater,
So I
let
think
me
that's
show you about this contradiction thing. I remember the specific person, but I can't think. Okay, so let's say for an example, right? Let's say there's a guy in current context America and the Capitol and and they see the raids or whatever. They're like, no, we shouldn't raid right now. We shouldn't raid right now. We shouldn't overthrow the government, right? Then let's say he says it's at 15, right? Let's say 60 years later he's 75, right? And he's saying that America is falling and stuff like that. He says, yes, we should raid right now. Let's go and raid. Somebody could literally just go on Wikiquote and just say, he said this quote at this particular time and this quote at this particular time. They're in direct contradiction. He said that we should and should not raid, right? But the problem is what context is he referring to? My point.
So what context changed in which ran?
Hold on, the context never changed. The context never changed. You just failed to establish what context and what reference you.
Yeah, what is the correct context to look at?
You're the critiquer. What context was she referring to?
That doesn't make that question doesn't make sense. What context? When I say
when
I read
to?
out man's volition is an attribute of his consciousness. An attribute, according to her, is an indivisible characteristic of an entity.
What does she mean by that?
Indivisible, like redness of an apple. You can't cut it up. You can't cut up redness. That's what she means by indivisible. So indivisible
because
characters.
redness is an abstract epistemologically. Yes.
Okay. So she says man's volition. Volition is, well, we can use the definition that you call, and consciousness, the faculty of perceiving reality or perceiving that which exists. That's her definition of consciousness, or just rational faculty, which is what she says in the parentheses. So that's the context. That's what she's referring to when she says these terms.
Wait, you established no context.
When you said what's the context, you say what is she referring to, and that's what she's referring to, is it not? What context saves this quote?
Well, I've already So let me explain this one more time for the third time now, Slater. Listen, we've already looked up the definition of volition, did we not?
We did.
Do I need to look up the definition for perception? Do we not?
I didn't mention perception.
Yes, you did. I said volition, and what else? And you said
Yeah, but that's not what the quote refers to. So
wait, that's not my point. Okay, here's my point. We're going to go over this for the third time, right? Once again, Ram, when she is referring, the reference are the distinguishing factors between what she means by entity. Well, not what she means, but what she's referring to when she uses the words entities, actions, attributes. Once again, man himself is not an actor as a metaphysic. Consciousness is the product for all man's actions, right? Man himself, yes, acts with the faculty of consciousness, right? So the referent in the context, whatever sentence is before or whatever sentence is after is needed for the direct contradictory sentences, right? So is she mentioning man as an actor, which his actions are a product of his consciousness? right? But yet you're going to say, well, she references consciousness as an entity, but it can't have attributes. You're going to say that, right? In which actions is an attribute. But my point, right? Actions are a product of consciousness because man needs consciousness for action, but him himself is within consciousness. He acts as well. This is the necessary context, right? So back to consciousness, right? I already established man. Great.
Okay, so we hit 150, right, Ishan?
We
Okay.
Yes.
Can we ask to wrap
Yes.
now?
Later,
Yes.
can I ask you a
But
question?
hang on.
Yeah, sure.
So Cudwee's
wait,
Cudwee's the wrapping out 100, and then we need another challenge for 150. So does anybody?
I've agreed to challenges like hours ago.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Zane will do something. So if chat wants to come up with something for Zane for 150, we can do that.
Can I ask Slater a couple questions real quick?
Yeah,
Mhm.
go for
All
it.
right. So I want to preface this by saying that I'm not an objectivist, nor do I I reject Rand's epistemology, as Cudby will tell you, pretty
Mhm.
staunchly.
Thank God.
So yeah, it's horrible. It's garbage. But regardless, the concepts
Garbage.
of modality and objectivism. Anyways, so here's my question, Slater. You would agree that Rand characterizes as an entity as the sum of its attributes, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, and you would agree that Rand defines man as having the distinguishing characteristic of consciousness, right? That's what distinguishes man from animal, a rational
No.
faculty.
Yeah, not.
Well, right, a rational faculty that exercises consciousness. Sorry, I should be more specific with my words. Right? Okay, so would you agree then that perhaps we can say that Rand was perhaps lacked specificity in her terms, but if she was describing a certain characteristic or action of man that was a derivative of man's consciousness, she was trying to be more specific about what specific faculty is performing that function of man? We could agree that maybe that lacks specificity in terms, but would there still exist an epistemic contradiction there?
Okay, a few things. One, you have to make that inference, right? And we can only work with what we have, right? That's one
Is
thing.
that
but
not a logical inference?
you can say it is, but I mean, you have no way of. How do you know that?
I mean, Rand, as Cudby said, Rand did address this point, in Ayn Rand Answers and in later essays of her life.
No. She addressed referring to consciousness as an entity,
Right.
but directly. But that's not the point. The point is that she refers to it as an attribute, but
Right. No. But
or she
what I'm
refers to it as
saying-
having attributes rather.
Right. But if we agree, right, that what Rand I don't know what just popped up on my computer. If we agree that Rand defines the distinguishing characteristic of man as a rational faculty which exercises consciousness, and then she describes certain actions or attributes that are a derivative of this specific attribute within man, which also, first of all, you would agree that certain things can be expressed as both actions or attributes, correct? Like we can talk about volition as both a certain attribute of man, something that characterizes man, but also a certain action that man can partake in, right?
Sure.
Like these aren't mutually exclusive. So, but what I'm saying, right, there wouldn't really be an epistemic flaw in Rand's logic if we're saying that she's just seeking specificity in terms when she's saying that a certain action or characteristic of an entity is a derivative of another attribute. So
Well, the problem is that according to Rand, only entities have attributes. So attributes can have attributes, and attributes.
Right.
can't
Only
act.
entities have attributes, but attributes can be derivative of other attributes that are a product of man. Why not?
Attributes can't have attributes. So, according to Rand,
No. It's not an no. But we're not saying that the attribute has an attribute. We're saying that the entity has an attribute as a byproduct of having another.
but that's not what Rand is saying. Rand is saying
I-
that consciousness has the attribute of volition.
No, but there's no contradiction there if we word it as such, right? Like if we understand that certain
If you
attributes-
write a sentence that is different from what Rand said, that avoids the contradiction, then yes, you've avoided the contradiction. But Rand doesn't do that. Rand walks right into the contradiction. She does it multiple times. I mean, this is just one aspect of the critique, by the way.
This is why I
Laying out
clarified.
the full critique would take like 2 hours.
This is why I clarified on the closed system part, because
let's try
as
to,
as actually Cudby elicited, even if you add something that's non-contradictory, again, if you're clarifying a contradiction within Ayn Rand, this is adding something that would not be added within the closed system. Because if it is clarifying, or if it is
And by the way,
that is contradictory and making it not contradictory, this would be contradictory with what Rand said, which means by Cudby's own definition of a closed system, this would not fit within the system of objectivism.
I just want to point out that there are objectivist scholars and people that would consider themselves objectivist philosophers, but would fall more on the side of those who believe that it should be an open system, that have pointed out this critique. There's a specific essay in the study of in
Journal of Ayn Rand
Rand Studies that goes over this. It's not as extensive as the critique that pessimistic idealism wrote out and is working on still. It doesn't go as far, and it's not as well researched. But he does bring up how objectivists have to make a decision with regarding whether or not consciousness is an entity or an attribute. And he actually calls it an entity. He thinks that that's the most consistent position, which I think is strange considering Rand's ontology. But this is not some random person on the internet. I mean, some random person on the internet did come up with it. But this has been brought up in objectivist circles before, and it has not been answered. This has been brought up to Harry Binswanger. He could not answer it. His whole thing was, you're just being a rationalist, blah, blah, blah. But you have to take a philosopher at their word. Like, I'm not going to.
But that's sort of like, Slater, I feel like you're being a little disingenuous with this. I feel like you're being a little reductive and vacuous with this idea.
By the way,
of,
I just want to clarify.
Philosopher at their word. I think that we can make logical inferences from philosophers, and we can say, look, here is precisely what they wrote. What is not only the content, but what's the context? How is this applicable, and what are they specifically?
Okay, for context, I just want to clarify that I read off maybe 5 quotes tonight. There are hundreds. I'm looking at a folder with hundreds of quotes to support this argument. Literally, I mean, basically all of Ito is in there, just separated into the sections that apply to this critique. Not basically all. That's an exaggeration, but you want to get the context, read Ito and look out for this critique.
No, I mean, I've read. I'm familiar with this critique. I've read parts of pessimistic idealism's critique.
He's actually asking to get in here if you guys want to.
All right, guys, let's try to move on. Come on.
We got
Okay.
we got another
So-
donation for $15 from Natalie's asking for cams on if you have them. From here we are at $165.
Where's my challenge at? Where's
Well,
my
we hit
challenge at?
150, and I was reading the chat. And yes,
Oh,
but
true.
we
Yeah,
also hit
when?
150, and I saw something. I saw in the chat as I was watching. Someone wants Zane to do the WAP challenge for 150. The
Okay,
WAP
that
dance.
sounds.
I have to
So-
watch it. I have to watch a few hundred videos. Yeah, I don't.
Well, could we raps? Okay. I don't know where he is right this second, but I will. I just added him in the group chat so that he'll see it. I don't know, honestly, or if he's gonna do one of his
But we gotta wrap with
Lars's bar stuff.
not only that, but because it's a challenge, could we has to wrap with his cam on?
Lars with the bars.
If it's not a freestyle, it's not real.
So true, Dan.
We need a freestyle. I'm sorry. I have to go soon, but I want to see the freestyle.
Yeah. So hurry up, could we?
I did.
Yeah.
and
he
I
debated-
lost.
No, Alex. He debated Alex.
I got destroyed.
We need
It's
Alex to be
beautiful.
verbal next.
No, Alex
Um,
and Zane is next.
Woo! Yeah, I'm not gonna blink until Kadwi turns on his camera.
You just blinked.
No, doesn't count.
I'm watching you, Dan.
Oh God. Not gonna last for another like 30 seconds. Max.
Oh no, I'm having internet issues.
I'm
having
studying. I am
internet issues.
studying. I am studying WAP dances right now. I'm studying the WAP. I need to
Oh
figure out
wow!
how it's good.
Still, I trust me on that one. I didn't blink.
You just did. I watched you.
Camera boy.
Just forget Addison Ray, dude. She's Addison Ray is mid. Addison Ray is mid.
Imagine if Nick Videos was here.
You actually, fun fact about Addison Ray's WAP video. I was on TikTok that night.
Oh my God.
And I was scrolling through the For You page. I want to say it was like 12:40-ish, if I remember correctly. And
On a
I remember
Sunday, it was
seeing
43 degrees outside, a little brisk.
and it said it said like 48 seconds or whatever, 40 something seconds ago, and I was like, oh my God, I have to think of a comment idea. Like, I'm so early, it'll blow up. Lo and behold, I don't even remember what I commented. I think maybe it was like the surprised emoji, like with the big eyes, and it got like 4,000 or 1,000 likes or something, and everyone on political TikTok was
Oh, yeah.
using That was before the Megnut one. The Megnut one was the one where I really got flamed. That almost got
Alex.
400 duets. And
Every
so
time you
that was-
stitch or duet someone, you should start off with, "Hey, big fan."
Hey, Megnut, big fan.
I was
Okay.
planning. I was
Here-
planning on being
Hey,
like, "Hey,
hey,
Alex,
Alex,
big
you were
fan."
caught.
Hey,
Alex,
hey,
you were
socialist
caught in
Lighthouse, big
4K.
fan.
people at
for
my
Rihanna.
school,
For
people at my
Rihanna.
school were watching that video the next day the day after it blew up, and were like, "Alex, I saw a duet of one of your videos of them calling you a virgin." I was like, "Oh, great! Like that's really."
Alex, you got caught in 4K simping for Rihanna's son. Rihanna's son.
Dude, she's
Fuck
Your
you.
response is
no,
so
that-
funny. Who
that was-
responded
that
on the
was
Euphoria
someone-
account?
that was
Hey,
someone-
hey, Alex, can you substantiate that claim?
Yeah. So I have like reasonable empirical evidence that I can't display today for security reasons that someone was in my account and was commenting "Hey, long"
Totally.
on
Mhm.
different.
Yes,
girls.
yes.
Dude, all I'm saying is just own it. Rihanna's cute. Just say hey, lol. No, ain't no shame in it, brother.
No, it wasn't me, bro. I'm not. No, I don't know about that one. First take, but fun fact, I script.
Alex.
Okay, so, wait, hold on. Wait, I script my videos. Like I just write it down in notes before I film it. And my original script, I actually wrote, "Hey, Megnut, big fan of your work." But then I was worried that would come off as like too creepy.
Like
cut
OnlyFansy,
the
like
line.
a big fan of like your.
So you
Wait,
changed it.
Alex, can you substantiate this comment you put?
All right, wait,
Video.
okay.
I'm unfamiliar with the
Sean,
context.
Wait,
while
is
we're
Kobe gonna
waiting for
freestyle
Kobe
for
to
us?
come back, can we just do one of the next debates in the debate tournament?
Yes,
guys.
please.
All right,
Alex,
Hi,
I was just getting into
gamers.
it.
let's start with Zane and Alex.
I'm actually studying WAP dances right now. I'm trying to get this down. I wanna
Okay.
provide you guys with the best service. Okay, this is the free
Well,
market
then-
of ideas.
Yes.
I wanna provide you with a good service.
Free
you guys.
markets.
I
Alex,
don't wanna go out of
is the
business.
AK-47 actually an assault rifle?
Okay, so we can do
No,
Christian and verbal next.
it is a selective fire weapon.
In
technically.
the
But
arbitrary.
that was, yo,
So
the thing that amazes me is that people actually didn't get that was like the whole joke. Like the whole joke was that I was supposed to look like some like total like, "Hey, Megnut, like who actually talks like that?" Like I thought that the joke was pretty.
It was
evident.
sarcasm.
Wait. Did
Yeah.
anyone call you Chicken Little?
Oh, dude, I had like 400 stitches on that video calling me Chicken Little, calling me the kid from Polar Express, telling me to touch grass. I
Express.
mean, it was brutal.
Wow.
It was brutal.
Chicken Little's
Alright.
the best one.
Guys, so for the next debate, let's just start with Christian and verbal.
Oh God. Alrighty.
Rebel's still here.
Verbal.
I don't even think Verbal is here
Oh,
anymore.
verbal's here.
For donations,
I'm here.
All right.
we are
Okay, so
at
let's-
160.
all right, what category do you guys want?
Hassan, can you pin both of them?
All right. What's the choice? Like if I pick.
let's make it drop.
Like, I'm so tired, bro.
You know.
All right. What your categories are politics.
Okay, all right. I think I've almost got this, guys. After this next debate, I should be ready.
Christian. Okay, so we can do politics.
Bro, Christian's about to get slapped, bro.
Yeah, and well,
food,
depends.
or memes. Which one y'all
Bro,
want?
verbal?
I know. Verbal. What? Who's picking the category?
One of you guys.
Speak.
Me pick.
Okay, go ahead.
I want something non-political. All right, memes. Give me a meme.
All right. What number verbal you can have? 1 or 3?
1.
Okay. Is water wet? Christian.
Oh, this is so easy.
Christian will be saying that water is wet. Verbal will be saying it is not. Okay.
Easy dub.
Easy.
Easy verbal dub. Easy verbal dub.
Easy verbal dub.
All right. 10 minutes it is. I'll set the clock. All right. Y'all can start now.
All right. Go ahead, Christian.
Okay, so I'm gonna be taking the side that water is wet. And I'm taking this side because water as a whole, the molecule of water is attached to itself because obviously the molecule of water is polar, with the negative end being the oxygen end, and then the positive end being both the hydrogen ends. And for something to be wet water, it is polar. If you had a hydrophobic material, okay, such as something that you would spray onto boots or something that would make it repel water, that would mean that it is that the material itself is non-polar. Let's take oil, for example. Oil and water will theoretically never mix under regular normal conditions because it will not stick to it. Therefore, oil can never be technically wet. If you have a towel, the elements of the towel will soak up the water and therefore have the water within the towel, and therefore the towel itself will be wet.
Pause. Is it pissing anybody else off how this guy says water?
Yes, bro. I was
Thank
just
you.
about to say
Water,
that.
water,
Water.
water.
Water. Water.
How do you want me to say water?
Wait,
Water.
So,
Water.
Water.
Say water like an American.
Yo,
Water.
So my opponent was just engaging in sophistry. First of all, we need to begin the debate with definitions, and I would say that a necessary requirement in my perspective for wet is that the entity that is being wet is not itself composed of water molecules. So the idea that water is wet would be disqualified by the fact that water itself is composed of water molecules. I would also like to assert that all that thing about polarization is just irrelevant chemistry that has nothing to do with the proposition at hand.
So what you're saying is that for something to be an adjective, it can't be itself. It can't be the actual. It can't
Now,
be. Explain.
I'm talking about specifically the adjective wet, not adjectives in general.
Okay, why do you think that if something is wet,
mean-
it cannot be composed of water?
I mean, we have to think about when we imagine the context of why wet itself was described. Like, I think an inference to draw wouldn't be that he was supposed to describe water itself. It was supposed to describe entities that were not normally composed of water, that then became composed of water for one reason or the other. So
You mean attached to water or composed of water?
I mean, no, I mean they weren't like, I don't know. Wait, what is the distinction?
Okay, why isn't it subjective that your definition of wet? Why are you claiming that it's
My
subjective?
definition of wet, it would be, I mean, there are different definitions. I think here we're debating descriptive definitions. And within the context of this, we have to think about the context of why we use the term wet, right? I think I established quite reasonably that wet is to describe something that is not normally wet. Like when you think about the examples of when we call things wet in real life, right? It's not things that are always made of water, right? It's a specific and a different state of being, right? And that happens to be things that, oh, my towel is wet. Usually my towel is dry. It's not something that is always composed of water, right?
Okay, but why is this
You don't
clarification?
go to the swimming pool and say, oh, the swimming pool is wet.
Okay, well, you don't necessarily have to say that, first of all, but the question I want to ask you is, why is this clarification that you're giving a necessary precursor of the question of why?
I mean,
exactly.
You know, I see that you guys have a kink for things like certainty.
Whoa,
Wait,
I just
wait.
got back. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait,
we talking about kinks now?
Yo,
I mean,
like,
I came back at the right time.
Oh wow, Slinger, stop it, dear God.
What?
Something at its something at its natural state of being that it was originally found at can be wet naturally.
That's, I think.
Well, you're saying that you can't walk up to a pool and then say the book.
That's a total non sequitur. How it establishes in the understanding of the descriptive definition of wet, right? Because I'm pretty sure we're not talking about ostensive definitions, which would simply be the reference that you attribute to the science signify, but I don't like to use that term, which would be the specific words, letters, because we do believe that words are not intrinsic to their meaning, right? So now we're talking about descriptive, and now we have to look in the world and think about the examples that we've seen wet being used, right? And like generally, like nobody talks about things that are composed of water and describe them as wet. Wet is the purpose of describing things as wet is to describe states of being, to help people differentiate things in reality. So when you talk about things like water being wet, that's not really, it doesn't really make sense.
I'm gonna quote you here, and you said that people, okay, we as people, we refer to things contextually as wet when they aren't at their natural state of being.
I
Okay.
do need to interrupt. We
Yeah.
just got a $50 donation from David
Oh,
D.
wow.
Loppy.
Oh,
No, thank
Wow.
you.
What a
does that
Yo, can
bring
we
us to
check-
200?
Chat
Well,
alert.
$50.
So
That's
we're
fucking
at
based.
$215.
$50?
250?
215.
214. Okay, so we just. I'll put down another challenge for
But go
250.
ahead,
We'll come up-
Christian. Go finish.
Yes.
Okay. You're making an is claim, not an ought claim, by saying that people generally don't classify like a pool as wet.
Okay, this is just like you guys take the is out and you run with it, right? This has nothing to do with the is out, right? Like, look, listen, we're talking about what definitions are, right? And I said descriptive definitions. What are descriptive definitions? They're usually the definitions of the colloquial, because we have to think about why we use language. Language is a means of communication, right? So like if people were to use every word to their own regard, it would be quite difficult to communicate with others, right? So when we talk about descriptive definition, we talk about the common denominator of wet. And I gave real life examples of the concept of wet, right? The concept of wet is to denote, it's not to denote things that are surrounded by water. It's to denote things that as a state of being don't have water, and then water then
Okay, wait. What's your frame of reference for that?
I mean the examples, I gave examples of how wet is used. You even conceded that nobody goes to a swimming pool and says swimming pool is wet.
I never conceded on that. I was trying to go back to that.
Wait, no, wait. I think you implicitly conceded because you said that I don't. Okay, I think. Okay, since I cannot how I say this, since I cannot quote you on this right now, but I think we go back to the clip. I'll let that slide. But let's say. But do people say swimming? Let me ask the question then. Do people say that at the swimming pool that the swimming pool is wet?
Well, first you have to decide. First you have to decide what it constitutes as a swimming pool. But for this conversation, I think that's irrelevant, and a lot of people don't. But I think that's irrelevant to this discussion.
This is a dodge.
How is this relevant to the discussion?
Wait, if it's not relevant, I think it's pretty easy to answer my question, right?
No, we're not discussing whether a swimming pool is, but we're
it would
discussing
be like me
water
just
is.
asking you. It would be like just me asking you your name, right? You could just
2
tell me
minutes,
that,
guys. Just that I give you time.
Okay.
you could just tell me that real quick, right? Since it's not relevant to the debate, just answer my question. Do we go to a swimming pool and say it's wet?
Okay, you're abstracting from one example of an entire linguistic concept.
You said it wasn't relevant. Just answer my question. It's real quick.
Okay. People don't call pools wet, but that doesn't mean that
wait,
all
it's
water.
irrelevant.
Wait. People do not call pools wet, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all water isn't inherently not wet.
I mean, that's not what I was gonna abstract from that.
Okay.
But thank you for the nice anticipation. I mean, okay, so we can go further than this now, right? So now that water is, we see that context examples of things being composed of water are not considered wet. I think we can draw a good inductive inference from this, that the concept of wet is not used to denote things that are made up of water molecules. And like when you think about any example of something being wet, it has to do with something that is not composed of water molecules, at least initially, right?
Well,
Like,
why does it matter if they're composed of? Why does it matter if it's composed of water molecules?
I mean, because that's the nature of what wet is trying to denote, right? Wet is
Okay, but we'll say you're appealing to intuition. You could things such as like glucose, they contain both
intuition. Because can you define intuition?
Intuition. You're going based off of a arbitrary concept that you're setting yourself.
No, I made several references to reality.
Okay, well, you're saying that just because it's made up of water molecules, and if the water molecules stick to themselves.
Time, guys. Time.
Okay.
All right, chat. Who won that one? Let's
Verbal.
see.
yes.
All right, I'm looking in chat. Let's see what they say. And then next debate is gonna be.
But we do need. I do want to do some challenges.
Yeah, hold on. I think I got my WAP down, guys.
Well,
Alright, you got the WAP.
Then Zane and Alex are gonna debate, and then Zane's gonna do the WAP. So it's
Okay,
gonna be
let me use the restroom.
Okay. Okay, verbal. Christian, verbal. Okay, most people are saying verbal, so we're gonna give verbal the dub on this one. All right, so Cudwy needs to come back. I just texted him. He said he'll come back, so. Okay,
We
verbal,
got
you're
Zane
the
WAP.
tournament
We got
finals.
one
Congratulations.
more.
Who made the final so far?
Verbal is in the final.
Oh shit.
Is
You both know that you're not successful.
Let me call Cudwy real quick. Hang on.
Can you unpin Christian and
Wait, isn't Alex supposed to debate Zane?
You know, I used to think
Alex, yes, Alex is gonna debate Zane after
water was wet, but I changed.
Bro, this is what is about to happen, bro. This is what is about to happen, bro. So one, I'm a rap. Two, Zane is about to debate. Three, me and Slater's gonna do a 10-minute.
Cudwy, y'all are
all right.
What?
Nah.
Cudwy,
why not?
I mean,
Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, so you want to re-debate Slater?
No,
Of course.
No, Cudwy, no. We
Wait,
don't have
wait.
We've got an hour left. We need to get
Appeal to democracy.
Yeah, yo.
Okay, because Cudwy.
Appeal to democracy.
Have you ever read?
If I could, I've been watching chat. If I could speak for chat, I think they would be totally fine with this, as long as Cudwy doesn't get his panties in a twist again and get angry.
Wait. If Cudwy puts his camera on,
that I got angry.
Your tone of voice was your tone of voice was like.
Wait, can you warrant that claim, Amir? How do you know? Wait, what's your frame of reference? How do you know? Wait. Can you substantiate that you know what Cudwy's normal tone of voice is? And can you distinguish?
Yeah, bro. Can you? Yeah, bro. No, bro. Can you? No. Can you substantiate what's actually my normal tone, please?
Cudwy's tone of voice is typically.
Right now, you're irritated, so I can substantiate the fact that right now.
Wait, hold on. Substantiate that he's irritated.
Wait, Daddy, chill. How do you know I'm irritated?
Daddy, chill.
All right, I'm asking the chat if they want a part 2 because if that's
we only have like an hour left.
John, can you? Well, wait, you're sort of presupposing that we subscribe to a linear theory of time. Like we couldn't really say it's a part 2 if the former debate.
Time doesn't exist, so.
Cudwy.
It's like saying red doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, red.
All right. PI said he will donate.
Reality is not real.
Wait.
Where does redness?
Guys.
Cudwy, where does redness exist?
All right. Where's Zane? I can't.
I'm right here.
There you are. All right. So.
Thank you.
He said he'll donate if he's able to.
I don't know.
How much?
PI calls people boomers, so he's not very respectful.
Okay.
He's
a
boomer. Against objectivism. So.
We have stuff we actually have to get done. So Cudwy, you need to.
He said he would donate, by the way.
Yeah, we have lots.
Let's just continue the debate post-stream.
Bro, if PI donates,
facts.
Let's do that.
If he donates the
donates
remainder
during
to
the
get
stream,
to
we'll
1,000,
let
we
him
can
in
come on stream.
Wait,
how about this?
Bro.
Hey, PI, if we get to 1K, I shave my head.
Better
Don't
yet,
have the
though.
time, bro. I gotta go.
What?
A lot.
Cap.
My mom.
$15.
My mom literally texted
Another
me and told me she wants to
$15.
There he is! Yay!
Yeah.
Yo, ethnicity.
My God.
What's going on?
Yo, can we get a side profile?
Cudwy, you look
got the
white,
close-up.
bro. You look white.
It's because of the LEDs.
Cudwy,
your
rap,
LEDs
dude.
are making you look really pale. You look like you're wearing like white makeup or something.
White facing?
Okay.
Yo, Cudwy, the white face. You know what I'm talking about.
Referencing. I don't know what you're
Yeah,
referencing
you do.
right now. Okay. I'm not
Are you gonna do a B or are you gonna just go
acapella?
acapella?
Acapella all the way.
Jeez.
Acapella.
By the way, I just want to say I'm your biggest fan before you start.
I love you, Slater.
Hey, Cudwy, I'm your biggest fan.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
Anyways.
Magna.
Okay, cool.
No, big fan.
We can rap. Everyone
Anyways, ciao.
Okay.
Ciao. Anyways.
So first, before I start off, does anybody know a little bit about history?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I know you do, Amir. Faulty history. Hence the Zoom call.
Faulty history. I don't know.
Yeah, your history on the Middle East. Anyways,
wait. Let's be
Austin,
specific
say
with
the
our
line,
terms.
please.
Wait. Let's be specific.
I will leave all of
Let Austin say the line.
Yo, Amir, yo, wait.
Revisionist history.
Wait,
It's
Amir,
revisionist.
Amir, yo, Amir knows fake Middle Eastern history.
that's
That's all I'm
base.
gonna say.
History. You're the one
Austin,
who-
Austin,
We
Say the
debunked
name.
Amir until he muted himself, bro. That was crazy.
Nah, host
Anyway.
muted me. Host muted me.
Yeah, Nah, you got
Fake
it, bro.
Middle Eastern
Anyways.
collectivist history, my guy. You're
Yes,
a
sir.
mystic.
Whatever, bro.
Just
Okay.
say the bins when you're
Anyways.
live, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Election.
I gotta ask these questions before I continue to wrap. So people know a little bit about history, right? How far back? Do you guys how far back? Do you guys know a little bit about like ancient history? You know,
Is this a history philosophy rap?
Maybe.
All I know is Plato's a bitch, got sold into slavery. Aristotle's a
Uh,
Chad.
oh,
Get
slavery.
'em.
Slavery. Okay, cool. So like you know how like Spartacus was a slave, right?
Sure.
You don't know? Does anybody know who Spartacus is? Right? Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
This
gladiator.
is very demeaning. I'm
We have
not
an
gonna lie.
hour.
This feels very demeaning.
Well,
Listen,
well,
I went to a public
Something
school.
about
This
this just
feels a
seems
bit
racist. I'm
classist.
not sure.
I'm just playing.
Chloe,
Well-
we don't have a limit.
I mean, okay, so for the people who don't know who Spartacus, I'll kindly explain who I am, right? So they call me Spartacus. I was a normal guy until the Romans invaded. I watched my mama die. She didn't get a grave. They killed my father too. They made me a slave and told me what to do. Made me a gladiator. They threw me in the ring and I'm fighting some lions and soldiers. I'm fighting everything. They make you kill a man. They make you kill again. I killed this guy, took his helmet off. It was my friend. I said his needs to end. I mean, I'm getting close. I'm like Vesuvius, baby, man. I'm gonna set the blow. The Roman Republic got rich off of slaves' backs. And now I think we need some payback. Me and 69 guys snuck into the kitchen, got 69 nines. Huh? This is the beginning of the uprising. And we escaped the cells. Spread the other with the slaves, because we gonna escape as well. See, they flocked to me. See, they wanted to see what life was like when you give us free like Julius Caesar. We led the whole movement. We had 120,000 humans. Now the student is starting to get scared of Rome because we was plundering land near the summer homes. We was fearless. We was like, send me your best generals. Send me your Pompeys and Caesars. I'm not a DJ. This hit's not the remix. We started this like Romulus and Remus. Slaves, join us if you had enough. We moved on like water through an aqueduct. See, I didn't want this. I wanted peace. I wanted packs. I want to be clean like a public bath. I want to walk through the Senate, through Rome, even see a Colosseum, maybe even go and see a Colosseum show. Shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, my
Yo,
only
this is
question,
lucky, baby.
my only question is a public bath actually clean? Because that doesn't seem like
Yeah.
that does not seem factual.
Well, Roman history, well, the only way in which you could clean yourself was through a public bath, so it would be comparatively more cleaner.
Oh, okay.
That's clipped.
Yo, Cudwy, you should
philosophy
make
rap.
music, man.
All right, so now we have the Zane and Alex debate. All right,
All right.
so what
Alex,
topic
you
do y'all
want-
want?
Alex, you want food or memes? You pick.
Oh, we're doing one of the non-substantial topics.
Oh
Okay.
wait.
Yep.
Didn't Alex already do a meme?
That was a qualifier for me participating in the tournament, was it not?
Wait. Alex already did a meme, so why don't we do it?
Food. Okay.
All right.
Food? Okay, 1 or 3, Zane?
2.
That's not an option.
Oh, I thought you meant like 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3.
Okay.
1 or 3,
Orange juice
2.
versus apple juice. Zane
Say
will
it.
be for orange juice. Alex will be for apple juice.
Wait, no. Wait. I deny that. I deny that format. I'd like a.
This is a false
proposition.
dichotomy.
You like what?
Yeah. I want like one proposition, affirmative, negative. Like I don't.
Yeah,
want,
this is-
Okay, is orange juice better than apple juice?
Yeah.
Do a real one. Do a legitimate one.
Okay. All right.
No,
Y'all
how about we redo the Anarchy State one?
Yo.
Okay.
Oh,
If you guys are down, let's do it.
All right,
Go,
y'all only have
go,
10 minutes.
Yo.
All right, so yeah, Alex, you can do state. Zane, do anarchy. You have 10
Yeah,
minutes.
and
Wait,
Alex,
let's flip it. Let's
wait,
flip
wait,
it.
wait.
Let's flip it.
Okay.
That seems like a good idea.
No. Let's keep it the same. Hold. Wait,
Okay,
Alex,
that's
Alex,
fine.
you got listen. Hold on, Alex, you gotta cake the slate, bro. Cake the slate. Yes, that's new. Instead of stop the pop, you gotta cake the slate, bro.
Oh. If we need to do past
It's
10
cringe
minutes,
as
we
fuck, but
will,
it's the
but
one
let's
I can
do-
only come on the top of the head.
Okay. All right.
No.
No,
No, it's
okay.
fine. It's fine.
Factual views.
It's
No.
fine.
I'm
What's the
taking
timer?
Anarchy.
Okay, you have 10
No, you're
minutes.
not.
No, do 15.
not,
You can't
Alex.
do it in 10.
Wait, who am
Okay,
I
well,
doing?
we don't
Anarchy.
have
Who's
that much
taking
time
Anarchy?
We could go past. We're gonna go past 10.
Yo, Alex is
Okay.
asking who's taking Anarchy.
Alex is doing state.
Zane is taking
Slater is doing
anarchy.
anarchy.
Alex is taking state.
It's Zane and not Slater, Cudway.
Okay.
Oh shit! That I was saying.
We're
cake
doing
the slate
15.
for
All
no-
right.
Oh, I thought it was.
15 minutes on the
Zane
clock.
is Zane,
My bad.
man.
That's right, Cudway.
Starting now.
Bro, I kind of want to debate Slater. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, Zane, go ahead.
All right, so my initial proposition would be that while I agree with the general conclusions that Alex draws and that actions should be voluntary between men and that men do in fact have rights, I would see that these conclusions can only come to one end, and that is that of anarchy. I believe that Alex himself is either one of two things. He will either contradict himself and holding to the non-initiation of force, or he will be an anarchist. That is my initial proposition.
All right. What? So your position is that you believe that transactions and exchanges between men ought to be volitional or voluntary, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And where is this coming from? Like, what? Who's your frame of reference? Like, where is this argument coming from? Is this something that came into your head? Are you referencing someone else?
Yeah. So when I say that I believe that things should be voluntary, all I can go off of is based off of what I can justify to you, right? So for example, rights only exist in a social context. If I'm alone on an island, I don't have any rights because a right, for example, like property, is exclusive control over something. If I'm alone on an island, if I'm the only person in the world, I'm not excluding anybody from these things. A right to life doesn't prevent a bear, a non-volitional being, from coming up and killing me. So these exist within a social context, right?
Yeah, no.
So the only things I can justify are that which I can justify within the context of speaking to you, right? And I believe that the only thing that we can justify to each other, given the presuppositional norms of argumentation, is that of non-aggression or non-initiation of force.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily want to get into argumentation ethics because I'm setting up a debate on that relatively soon.
That's fine.
I guess my question is, what does it mean for something to be voluntary, and how is that fostered in a society?
Yeah, so what I would say is for something to be voluntary, would be that there is, there is no initiation of force. And we quantify the initiation of force through concepts such as property. And the only way that we can store a objective link between man and property is by first acquisition, because anything other than first acquisition would be just a verbal declaration, which again would contradict the presuppositions which I previously stated. So I would hold something to be voluntary, which both parties agree to, and that fit within the norms of these concepts through which we interpret voluntary.
We gotta condense some of this esoteric stuff. Like let's just boil it down.
So we have things which we interpret voluntary through, right? So in order for like something to be voluntary, it means it's consented to. The concept of consent, right? Like hold on, Alex. For example, what differentiates rape and sex?
Consent.
Okay, so what does it mean to consent? It means that you have the exclusive control over the resources that are your body, right? So this is a concept through which we interpret consent. That's what I'm saying. We have concepts like first acquisition, exclusive control, concepts such as these, and we apply these to one's body and the external resources, and then we use these to interpret things like consent and voluntary. If I agree, if these things within that I have agreed to, these external resources are my own, if I have agreed to a certain action without without any sort of initiation of force or threat thereof, then this would be voluntary.
Okay, so what you outlined could have been said in one sentence, which is really, when we say voluntary, we mean that people agree to it. We mean that it is by their own volition, and there is a non-existence of.
Well, you're a very specific guy, so I wanted to be very specific with you.
Well, I appreciate the desire for specificity, but I think that for the purposes
I
of
wanted
today,
to I
right,
wanted to ground it in things because things
Right.
need to be grounded in concepts, right? So I wanted to give you
I would
my
agree.
foundational concepts.
I would agree. I would agree. So when we're saying that something is voluntary, we mean that there is a non-existence of force and that people are operating on their own volition, exchanging and associating through agreement that is voluntary. I
Right,
can't
the
use the word
particular-
voluntary, but volitional.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So under an anarchist society, let's use a concrete example, right? So when we talk about this, because you
I
sort
would
of
hold on. I know you're going to take the offensive here, and I would actually like to take the offensive here. So I want
well,
to.
I appreciate your desire to do so.
Well,
but
hold
it
on,
is
because
my turn.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So let's ground this in a concrete, right?
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
say children's rights.
Go ahead.
When we talk about, you would agree that a child is a rational animal?
It depends, actually. I don't hold that we are born with rationality. I think we have the natural capacity to be like if you're familiar with like Mises, right? I think we have the natural capacity to become rational. I don't think that we are in fact
right,
rational.
but you would agree that that implicit in each child is a potentiality
is a capacity for rationality. Yes.
Right. Or yeah, sure. We can say a capacity, or a future capacity, however you want to frame it.
Which
would mean that we
potential
would
or
treat
in the
them-
natural capacity, right?
But we would treat them as such, right? Like it would be wrong for me to like go up to a 4-year-old and like stab them through the head. Like we're gonna treat them as if they.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As long as we agree there. So under an anarchist society, do you believe that children can consent if they're not rational?
So if they're not rational, then no, I do not hold that they can consent.
Okay. So you would say that
I would say that
what?
they are subject to I would say that non-rational beings have guarantors that are responsible for them. This doesn't necessitate your parents. And also, there are also these things called implicit guarantors. So for example, in the case of a house fire and someone's parents are away, it would be implicit that your neighbors could break into your house and pull out this baby. This is some sort of, it's an implicit guarantorship. It's kind of, it's a norm. When I say normative, I mean like a social norm thing. That and given like if in case the parents weren't there, the actual guarantors weren't there, that presumably under normal conditions of what's going on, the parents would in fact consent to you saving their child. So like
I wouldn't agree to that, but I don't think it's particularly pressing that we come to an agreement on that point. So but my question, right? So children cannot consent. They are their decisions and consents are done by the parents. Would that be your argument?
Yeah,
Parents?
or they're by their guarantors. Yeah.
Okay, so say that like a parent rapes their child.
Mhm.
What happens there?
So you have one of two things here. You have an epistemic problem of, does anybody know that they raped the child, right? Like for example, so
sure, yeah.
So you have an epistemic problem. If nobody knows that they raped the child, then, well, there's nothing we can do here, right?
Well, obviously, yeah. Someone would
Okay,
have to know.
so if somebody knows that they raped the child, then they would now be and they didn't report it to anybody. They would be an accomplice, correct?
An accomplice to a crime outlined by whom?
Outlined by the concept of voluntariness, right? Who
imposes voluntariness as the condition of the market? Like where does that even come from in anarchism?
Well, yeah. So again, I could get into the concept of this is a norm that we have to justify, right? So if anarchism is denoted as, in my definition, as the amalgamation of voluntary transaction, a society based on voluntary transaction, right? And so if we get to a society where things are voluntary, and we respect property rights, which we have to have a societal norm, even if so. Like I'm not saying that just because people don't respect property doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but in order for people to respect property, they have to think that property exists, right? So in order for a society like this to even be possible, people would already have to agree to these, come to some sort of agreement to these norms.
But here, what we're talking about is the probability that your society has the potential to ever arise, right? So like my question is, how would you?
I don't think if we're talking about pragmatics here, this is not really a discussion I favor, because I think that we could get into
I should be more specific, not necessarily even probability that your society arises, but really like possibility. What are the odds that society?
So this is where I will go on the aggressive. I will say that if your society, your limited government society, is achieved, then my society will be achieved for one of two reasons, right? Yeah. So we can understand through economic factors that monopolies are inefficient, right? typically.
No, I don't accept that as.
So monopoly, you don't hold that monopolies of coercion are inefficient.
Well, do you notice the way that you just gave a very important distinction? Which
well, hold on. Does your monopoly hold the monopoly of force and violence?
A monopoly of retaliatory force.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you made this distinction. So, for example, they charge a price for their service. So because there is no way to establish an equilibrium price for their service, they must necessarily charge a monopoly price. And because there is only one group that is actually enforcing these things, say they aren't because people are fallible, correct? Even if this law is objective, there's going to be different interpretations, these courts, the judges could be corrupt. People are fallible, yes?
I disagree that objective law leaves room for subjective interpretation, but I don't want to get into objective law.
Well, it has to, because if I read words on a paper and you read words on a paper, they could potentially mean different things to me than they mean to you.
I mean, but yeah, potentially, sure, yeah, right.
Just
but like specifically what I advocate for is like the law is written in plain English. It boils everything down to its primaries. It clearly outlines what man can and can't do. So like,
I think even if we clearly outline what man can and can't do, it also comes to are they actually enforcing it? Are they enforcing it properly? And even if it's in plain English, but plain English today might be different than plain English in 100 years, correct? But my point here is that, if we talk about like the price of the service, they must establish a monopoly price. There's no way to establish a fair equilibrium price. So say that these people decide that maybe given inflation, deflation, or whatever, that this is not a fair price for these services. If it only holds a monopoly on retaliatory force, they cannot initiate force against competition from arising. And if you agree to this, then I would say you're an anarchist.
Well, hold on. There's a couple things wrong with what you said. Number one, I think you're using too economic of a lens for a political concept.
I don't think I am. Are you not charging a price for your service?
A price? No, I wouldn't say it's a price.
Is it a quantity of money that you charge for a service?
Well, no, it's not charged because no one necessarily has to pay.
Right, exactly. But when they use the service, they are charged for it. When I buy a donut, I don't necessarily have to buy the donut, but I'm charged for it.
No. Like regardless of whether or not you choose to voluntarily contribute to the state, which I would argue it's in your rational self-interest to do so, but regardless, even if you don't, like if someone seeks to violate your individual rights, you're still protected. Like
so you have a positive right to protection?
Well, that's not a positive right.
Well, sure it is. The people who are enforcing your rights have to enforce your rights.
Well,
that's a positive right.
No, it's not a positive right.
That is in fact a positive right.
Absolutely not. No, because
wait, hold on. You're saying that somebody else has to enforce your rights.
What the state is doing is they are guaranteeing the protection of free action in a social context.
Why do you have a positive guarantee to that? All you can establish if you have rights is that you yourself can protect these rights and the people that you pay for and allow to protect these rights. If you get a service that you did not pay for and this service is upheld through coercion, you're saying that everybody is guaranteed.
Stop. This is so.
You're saying everybody is guaranteed this. You're saying they have a positive right to the service.
You can't not consent to having your rights protected. That's absurd. What's so if
sure
you
I can. Sure
no,
I can.
You can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Literally can't, Zane, because what you're saying now.
What is the difference between rape and sex?
No. Stop. If I consent to you robbing me, are you robbing me?
No, exactly. That's my point. That's my point. That is my point. My point is that if the state must protect your rights, that means that there are certain people that have a positive right to protect your rights.
No, it's not a positive right. It's a negative right.
Yes, it is.
No,
it's a positive right.
Quite literally a mechanism.
If you are not the one paying for the service, if somebody else. So by the way, hold on. So let me establish here. Let me establish here. Yeah, but you don't have a positive right to protection of these negative rights outside of what you yourself can do.
Or what you can afford. Outline what a negative right is, Zane.
A negative right is you yourself, right? Because you have no other guarantees from anybody else to do these things intrinsically, right? So if you yourself, I can protect my rights. In the state of nature, right? Man is not free because you can come up and you can bash me over the head with a rock, and there is no institution in which you would be punished for that, correct?
And what's the institution under anarchism? Sorry,
I would like you before we go here. I would like you to answer my question.
What's the question?
My question is that in a state of nature, somebody can come up and bash me over the head with a rock without any sort of repercussion, right?
without any sanctioned I mean, like I could beat you over the head with a rock after.
Not if I kill you.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you kill,
All right, so,
I mean, if you kill me, I can't
so
retaliate.
we're getting to my point here. So again, we've established that rights exist in a social context, and if somebody wants to protect my rights, or if I pay somebody to protect my rights, then so be it, so long as I agree to it. But again, it matters whether I agree to it or not, because again, so the difference between a protection of a right and an infringement of a right is whether I agree to it, right? So my entire point here that I'm trying to outline is that whether so the state gets funded voluntarily through well, the way I was proposed that your system works is that when you call the police, you paid for the service. That's the way I was told your system works.
I mean, okay, I discovered it depends. There would be different frameworks, right?
Okay, yeah, no, I'm aware, but I was trying to operate off of what I was aware of.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, if it's like quote unquote time, I would like to ask Zane some questions. So like Zane,
right,
you would agree that under anarchism there's a market in force?
No. What do you define force? You mean initiatory? Do you mean initiatory force? Then no.
No, retaliatory.
Sorry.
Okay.
Retaliatory force.
Chloe, we're going past.
I know. Most are saying Zane, so yeah. Okay.
So, Zane, so there's a market in retaliatory force under anarchy, yeah?
Yeah, just like if, for example, if I agree, for example, I have a neighbor and I say, hey, if you see somebody break into my house in the middle of the night, you can come investigate. That is a voluntary agreement. That is a mark. And I can say that if you see somebody stabbing me, you can stop them. You can use force against them.
I'll give you some money for it.
Yeah, that is a voluntary exchange. And if we define markets as the sum of voluntary exchanges, yes, that is a market in retaliatory force. Yes.
Yeah. So that could have been answered with a yes. Cool. There's a market in retaliatory force. Force outlined by whom? Who defines force?
Again, if we were to achieve this society, right, then we would already have to have some sort of societal norm of support for these rights.
Right.
And
Okay. So how do you? Okay. So what's your frame of reference for this societal support?
Yeah. So right now we're gonna move on to the $150 challenge, which is
wait, I haven't done my WAP. Oh, wait, got it.
Yeah. All right. Right now, Zane.
Pin me. Let me
Let's see, bro.
Gotta get the music. Yeah.
I can. Oh wait. Oh wait, are we gonna get copy strike if we do that?
No.
Yeah, I'll try to. We'll see.
Just say nah, and then it won't happen.
That's gonna suck.
Just say nah.
Dude, I said
wait,
so.
Wait, have Cudwy sing it, and then.
Yeah, have Cudwy sing it.
I hate you guys.
No, wait. Have Slater or Alex sing it.
After this,
we can do a duet.
Have Slater. Wait.
We need to find a $200 challenge.
Here, wait. Have Slater and Alex sing WAP.
Wait,
Alex
does it have slurs in it?
Just opinion.
Alex
Yeah. I was about to ask the same question, Slater. Is this a trap?
Yes.
All right, so I think
look up the
what I
lyrics
got
to WAP.
We cannot play it, so I don't get so we don't get copy strike.
I mean, I know the lyrics pretty well.
Wait, what the?
Yeah, let's have Alex do it. Let's have Alex do it. Let's have Alex do it.
Wait, I'm gonna check if there's.
Alex do it.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to get this. Hold on.
Okay, guys.
No music. Okay. All right. Hold on. You guys are gonna sing it. Just let me know when.
What? Wait. Starting from where? Where do we stop? I mean,
we're starting with from the
Zane,
top,
you have
correct?
to unmute. You're muted, Zane.
Right. Wait, let me go look at the lyrics. Hold on.
Zane.
I'm not going to be able to hear you guys singing because I have to take my headphones off.
So just start from the top. All right, just count down.
Wait, Slater, are you singing this with me?
Count down from 3 to 1.
There's no slurs.
I have to find the explicit.
No, but we can't get copy strike, bro. But go ahead, yeah.
Okay, because he's gonna say it.
You can say it with the cover.
All right, so am I like? What am I saying?
So going from the top, literally from the top.
As he does it.
3.
Where are the lyrics?
3, 2.
Wait,
1.
You're gonna need no. It's gonna need.
Wait, Zane, count down.
There we go. Yeah.
We need to see them booty cheeks.
Wait, how do I know when to start?
When he does the kick, I think.
Yo!
Yeah, when he does the kickstart.
Go, Alex.
How do I know?
Just start. It goes. Just
Wait,
go three,
wait till he
two,
kicks. Wait till he
from the
kicks.
top. Make it drop.
Wait till he kicks.
No, wait, hold on. Wait, can I practice the lyrics? before
No,
Zane
go!
goes?
No, Alex, we gotta do it now.
Okay. Wait, is Slater doing it with me or am
You
I
want me to
alone?
do it with you?
Yeah, I want
Yes,
Slater.
yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
Are we gonna harmonize or how does this work?
Hey, wait, I moved off the pen. Let me get the pen.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. I need to be able to see myself.
So wait, Slater, it's from the top,
there we
make
go.
it drop. That's some wet, that's some wop. Now get a bucket and a
Wait,
mop.
we're doing the
That's
clean
some
version?
Wet, that's some wop.
Wait, I gotta find the clean version.
I'm talking
Do the
wop,
clean version,
wop,
please,
wop.
guys.
That's some wet, that's some wop. Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet. That's some wop. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, someone's got to clip this.
3.
Ready?
Wait, I need to find the clean version.
Wait. Do fingers, because Zane can't hear you. So do fingers.
Yeah,
3,
I
2,
can
1.
hear you.
Just say ah. Just say
Okay.
ah. Oh, what?
Wait, Cudwy, can we get the
You can
certified
curse. No, you
musician
can
to do it
curse.
with us too? Let's get the
Sure.
musician with us. Cudwy, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cudwy's got bass.
All right.
Okay.
let's go, guys.
I'm gonna try to like imitate
Wait, I think I'm lagging. I
the
can't
instrumental.
hear you
I'm gonna try
guys.
to imitate the instrumental, and you guys go based on the instrumental.
Okay.
All right.
So
all right,
Zane,
all right.
Zane, do a thumbs up if you can hardly
Wait,
Oh,
hear
I
my
can
voice.
hear you now.
Wait.
My internet was bad. I'm good now.
Can we do one practice round of the music before he goes?
No, don't play the music.
Just go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Now from the
No,
top.
from the top, make it drop.
some
That's
wet,
some wet. That's some
wop.
wet.
Now
Now
get a bucket and a
mop. That's some
wet.
wet.
That's some
That's
wop.
some
I'm
wet.
talking
That's some
wop, wop,
wop.
wop.
That's
That's
some
wet.
wet.
That's
That's
some wop.
some wet.
Macaroni.
Macaroni.
That's some wet. That's some wop.
Yes, say now split torque. Yes.
Yo.
I think you killed it.
Back to my work now.
Dude, he freaking killed it.
The chat
what are
is
you
going
talking
nuts.
about?
Oh
He
my
did it
God.
better than all like the girls on
My
TikTok.
my dog came up and started molesting me. Okay.
I know. I saw that and I was like, yo.
Yo, that dog is lucky. What?
Oh my God.
That dog had the time of his life.
Hey, Slater, keep it for the after chat, bro.
Okay. My bad.
Please. Oh my God. Okay, we need to come up with a $200 challenge now, guys. Okay.
Anarchism?
All right, let's get it.
Oh, let's do that.
Well, we're not doing that one right now, so. Which is Amir versus Cudwy.
Wait, what
Let's
was
get it,
the
baby.
debate?
I was just about to get back to work, but sure. Okay, fine.
Too
Pin
bad.
both of them.
Okay, what category, guys?
What's
morals.
left?
Well, we're out of morals. We're like,
Fuck.
we don't have any more.
Um,
We're out of econ too, yeah.
politics.
All right. Pick a number between actually no, how about I'll just no, okay, yeah. 1 and 3. Pick a number 1 and 3.
Ladies first.
1 and
All right.
5.
Cut what you pick.
Women first.
You said ladies first.
Amir, you pick one because Cudwy picked the category.
Oh, okay. I don't know. 5.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Love this.
my
I
God,
love
no.
this.
No. Oh God. All right.
Cudwy's dying right
Wait,
now. Okay.
liberalism as
No.
in like we're talking like modern liberalism, right?
Yes, like
Okay.
Bradlib.
Wait, to be clear though, Amir, they didn't specify which liberalism. You could take pre-Kant liberalism.
No, never.
So you're talking about radlibs. Okay, fine.
Oh, wait. I'm a little confused though. They're both just defending collectivism.
There's a difference between radlibs and
Exactly.
Wait, what about no, but what about like are we just like critiquing the whole idea? Like what specifically? Like
Base.
pro-choice, you know.
you just have to like just make like the
BLM, that
shitty
kind of-
arguments that are on like mainstream political TikTok.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
Alright,
people
one's
that
a
are not on all
BLM,
political
one's a
take.
BLM kid and one's like a Trumpy neocon.
Yo, I'm about to
Okay.
kill this guy.
All right. All right. Who would you like to go first, Cudwy?
Yeah, you want to kill babies?
I love this.
You want to kill babies, and then you want to orient our kids to like modern day feminism, which advocates for pedophilia.
Fallacy.
Okay, so I would like first of all, I would like for you to substantiate your claim about feminism and pedophilia.
Wait, hold on. Did you not see this video? Like, a whole bunch of feminists were advocating. This happened roughly about 10 months ago. Did you not see the video where a whole bunch of feminists were advocating for this like black stripper to like twerking in front of a little girl? What are you talking about?
No, I have not seen that, Cudwy. I mean, it's pretty disturbing that you've seen that, but I mean, we can move on.
Wait. I watch Tatum. You know who Tatum is?
No,
Well, I watched Tatum. Okay. No, sir, shut up. I watched Tatum, and he actually showed this video. Tatum is a well-renowned conservative. He showed the video, and he called it disgusting because it was this male black stripper twerking in front of a little girl at a birthday party. This was happened. I could probably go find the video, but it's gonna take a lot. It's happened 10 months ago, so it's gonna take a long time. But yes, that would be an advocacy of pedophilia. Since I'm doing guilty by
Great. Can you correlate that with feminism? Because you didn't.
Sure. Yeah, there was femininity within that. Sure. Actually, actually, hold on. Let me actually specify. It was a black male stripper that was gay, and femininity advocates for the LGBTQ. Shut up. It advocates for like the downgrade of normalcy of like heteroness, you could say.
Okay, so you're gonna substantiate all of modern feminism based on one incident that happened with a black male stripper that's gay?
I mean, that's not one incident. I mean, there's multiple instances that's similar to that. I'm just drawing one concrete.
Okay, so can you explain to me how that correlation can be substantiated consistently throughout all of modern feminism, please?
Hold on. Wait. Modern feminism is not directly modern feminism is detached from original historical feminism. Are you making a distinction here? So which type of feminist are you?
Modern day feminist. So if I was going to take
so this happened in modern day. So what's your point?
Okay, wait.
Okay, what are you talking
so just because something happens in modern day doesn't mean you can correlate it with the idea of feminism.
Modern day feminists supported this whole entire incident. What are you talking about?
Okay, so are we going to talk about how? Wait a minute. So you're saying that modern day feminists support a black male stripper dancing on a little kid?
Yes,
correct?
because
That's what you said?
because modern day feminists are pro LGBTQ.
Okay, what's the problem with being pro LGBTQ? That's an irrelevant argument.
Thank you, Drew.
Yes, it is a bad thing because it tears up the I can't say the word right, but the marriage between a male and a female. And statistically, we can see that having two parents in the household is better for the children, and not only is better for the children psychologically. I think Ben Shapiro has a couple of studies on this if you want to check those out. But not only it's better for the children psychologically, but it also helps with the children of success in the terms of business. They need a mother and a father. Right. So if you're teaching children, if you're teaching children to downgrade themselves in the sense of like their biological orientness to two genders or something like that, so whether like they're male or female, then this is going to mess up the social cues within society.
Yeah, everyone's like freaking out in the chat.
What are you talking about? He's a base
Cudwy's
neocon.
actually
Cudwy.
homophobic. Just putting it.
Yeah, so first of all, you're substantiating that your ideology is homophobic. Can we just get that straight?
Wait, hold on. Homophobia.
No. I asked you a question. Yes or no?
Okay, what are you defining as homophobia?
You just said, wait a minute. You're opposing and not allowing LGBTQ people to you oppose marriage, correct? Completely, and you don't believe
marriage. When did I say I oppose marriage?
You oppose gay marriage. That's what you literally substantiated the argument.
When did I? Hold on. I never said I oppose gay marriage. What I said is that it deters it makes negative effects of marriage. Dummy.
So would you wait a minute? As a neocon, would you not support the fact that gay marriage leads to pedophilia? Because that's the correlation we're making.
Wait, no, I never made that.
That was the correlation because we were talking about pedophilia.
Didn't. Oh my god, yo! So this is what.
Also,
I said.
you made a non sequitur.
Yo, bro, are you done? 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 Are you done?
Actually, I wasn't.
Bro, are you done? Bro, are you done? Bro, are you done? Bro, are you done? Yo, bro.
Display?
Okay, now let me
No,
continue
I
with my
wasn't.
point. No, let me. Are you, bro?
I
Are
was
you
not
done?
done,
Yo, bro,
Cudby.
are you done, bro? Can I finish my
No,
point? Now?
Cudby.
Okay, exactly. Because
No,
you made a
Cudby.
question. Anyway,
Because
so
you
back
didn't
to
even
my
let me.
original point. Okay,
Bro,
back to my original
Cudby.
point when I was talking about
You didn't even
pedophilia.
let. Okay.
Right. So I made a
Alright, bro.
general. I
Alright,
made a
man.
general correlation. Right, and tying it
Oh
into one
God.
group which you have failed to understand. Right. So what I was saying is that the modern day feminist group, right, supported the idea of a gay male stripper. I was about to say something. I'm not going to say that. A gay male stripper, right, twerking in front of a little girl in a birthday party, right? And what I said is that they support the idea LGBTQ, right, and even to extreme levels, right, to the point in which they're going to hinder the ability of children growing up in the future because of multiple reasons. One, or the pedophilia is another external factor, but one, right? So they're doing gender changes. Two, they're doing they're advocating for children to be feeling free to be a woman or anything they like, right? They're teaching children to hate their current biological stance, and as these children grow up, right, and also feminism advocates for like right, same-sex marriage and stuff like that and whatever. This is what I'm correlating, right? So when these children grow up, not only these conditions are psychologically harmful, but it's actually going to hinder the conditions in which these children are going to grow up, and it's going to create a new generation in which these conditions are going to manifest into future generations, and then it's going to destroy the normalcy of heterosexual marriages.
Are you done?
Ha.
All right, cool.
That made me laugh. That made me laugh.
All right, cool. Since you're done spewing nonsense and making a completely non sequitur to the idea
Okay,
of
baby killer.
LGBTQ, I would love to. Baby killer says you are literally the.
Whoa, attack the point, bro. Don't worry about what I said, bro.
Well, stop interrupting. I didn't talk when you were talking.
Okay, baby killer, go.
Calm down, bro. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway. All
Opposite.
right. So what I'm gonna say is that you made a completely irrelevant argument to the idea of modern feminism. You were using the idea of a male stripper dancing on a little kid to first of all critique all of feminism, modern day feminism, which is irrelevant because of one anecdotal piece of evidence does not prove the fact that modern feminism is wrong as a whole. That's number one. Number two, you made the irrelevant correlation of gay marriage and the household and the destruction of the nuclear family, supposedly, and that is a correlation of why modern feminism is bad. When we were not talking about that originally, your original point was about pedophilia and how modern feminism supports gay male strippers dancing on little kids, but your entire assertion was wrong from the start. So instead of you spewing an entire non sequitur, how about you actually prove why modern day feminism is so bad?
Okay.
Instead of bringing an anecdotal piece of evidence and bringing a completely irrelevant point to the table.
Okay, cool. I see your misunderstanding. Let me ask you this question. Do you agree with modern day feminism actually advocated for that instance?
No. And that's not that's not even a cool.
That has nothing to do with my point. That has nothing to do with my point.
Okay, so
so if they don't advocate for that, where exactly do you think this guy got the moral because it's a birthday party, remind you, the moral and confidence to do these certain actions? Where do you think that those came from? What does modern day feminism advocate for?
What does modern day feminism advocate for?
Yeah.
Modern day feminism advocates for, well, we're talking about third wave, right? Correct?
We're just talking about modern day feminism.
Yeah, third wave.
Okay,
third wave.
Sure,
third wave
sure.
Right, cool,
Even
cool.
so, sure. Great.
All right. So yeah, modern day feminism advocates for the destruction of the nuclear family. Just to clarify that. We believe in pro-LGBTQ.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
2 minutes.
No. Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah. So they believe in the destruction of the nuclear family, and they believe in pro-LGBTQ on stances. They believe that a woman should have equal play as a man, and that.
Okay, we can stop right here.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so this is your misunderstanding, right? My argument is not this concrete instance for this black male. My argument is these ideas that is subsumed under
what your example
bro. Now I'm not playing, bro, because you totally misunderstood. Yo, bro, are you done? Yo, bro, are you done? Bro, are you done, bro? Because now I'm getting serious because that misunderstanding was ridiculous.
For like 3 minutes, I counted.
Yo, bro, that's great. Now listen. Anyways, my argument is the ideas portrayed within that concrete, not the concrete itself. If those ideas lead to the logical conclusions as I displayed as the destruction of the nuclear family, and it leads to a correlation between bad actions within the children. That is my argument, not the concrete instance in itself.
You
Jesus
use
Christ.
you use anecdotal evidence of an incident. With
Once
a gay
again, my
black- hold
argument
on,
is
let me
not.
finish.
Once
I let
again,
you finish,
the
bro.
yo,
Hold on,
bro,
hold on,
the
hold on, hold on,
argument.
hold on.
I
No, no,
just
no,
stated.
no.
Yo, bro, I
Cudwy,
just
you gotta
literally,
calm
I
down,
just
bro.
cleared
I
this
haven't
up.
even
Yo,
been
bro,
able
I
to
just cleared this
substantiate
up,
an
bro. I
argument.
just cleared this up. My argument is not the
Cudwy,
concrete.
calm
Yo, bro,
down,
yo, bro, are you done? My argument is not the
Lord.
concrete instance within itself. It is the ideas that make up that instance.
Cudwy, talking over people doesn't make you correct.
This is why you got kicked out of the Aporia, bro.
Kicked out of the Aporia?
Yes.
Kicked out?
please.
What are you talking about, bro? I don't even
Bro,
care.
because your ability to misunderstand things are fucking
My ability
tremendous.
to you didn't even let me talk, bro.
Yo,
Everyone-
I had to cut you off because I just cleared. Yo, bro, I had to cut you off because I just clarified a point. I just clarified a point
Cudwy,
that you
All right,
still
time,
misunderstood.
Time.
Damn, y'all. Can y'all kiss, please? Like,
Hey, chat, who
God
won that? I
damn.
think that was pretty
I didn't even get to speak, bro. Like, Cudwy literally just kept talking and talking and talking and talking, bro. Like, can you just like, Jesus
Imagine
Christ.
saying 2 + 2 = 4, and then you're like, you
Bro,
restate
you didn't
like the
even let me
incorrectness.
speak, bro. Like, shut up, bro. You didn't even let me speak.
Bro, are you gonna keep coping now? Are you done?
Coping,
Okay.
bro. You just kept
Most people
talking
are
and talking.
Yo, okay, you don't have to keep bringing it up. It's over now.
Like, I literally did not get to speak.
Okay,
Yo, bro, faulty history guy, calm down. Like, it's over now.
Why do you keep substantiating?
Bro, faulty history guy, it's over. It's okay. It's okay. It's done.
I literally didn't.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
No. All right. All right, yeah. So I put Amir down for the win. We need a $200 challenge to do now, and then we're gonna have Amir and Zane in the semifinal, and then the winner of that will debate verbal, and that'll be it.
Erica's back too for challenges.
Slater's still here, but it would be Slater versus Alex, and Alex had to go.
Yo, me versus Zane. I would buy him for
Hey,
real.
wait, Slater, what happened last time we debated?
I destroyed you. What do you mean?
No, so
you remember
true.
when I
Yeah,
lost
so
on
true.
taxes and you
No,
couldn't?
wait. I think I'm the one that loved on taxes.
Hey. Someone said for $200, Slater does the lap. What do we think of this?
What'd you say?
Can we let?
Yeah, Slater versus Scott.
Wait, where is Slater?
I'm right here. I can turn my camera off.
Wait, what did you say, Chloe? I didn't hear you.
Someone said Slater should do the WAP for the.
Well,
Wait, why? The WAP is so old. Do something better. Drink eggs.
We
or
did
something.
literally for our Yemen stream. We did like 5 WAPs or like 6 WAPs.
I can hear you, Ishan. Oh, check your OBS and make sure your mic line.
Yeah, I can't hear you on stream.
Make sure your mic line isn't muted. Check OBS, and in the bottom middle, there should be a bunch of different audio tracks, right? And next to them, there should be like a little volume emblem. Make sure the one next to microphone isn't muted.
Yeah, and then if it is, just go to settings.
No, you just have to click on the icon.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't register
Okay,
the
yeah,
mic.
Slater, guys, be serious about these challenges. Nothing like show your bussy. That's fucking.
No, I mean,
bussy check. Scott, you're gonna get.
Scott said Cudwy versus Chloe on should women be.
I'm gonna remove Scott, bro.
No, don't remove Scott.
Sing it.
I thought it was a good idea.
What's up?
Hey guys, everyone.
So if you look at here, can I share my screen?
Nah, I like karaoke. Karaoke is a good idea.
Okay, yeah, Slater, you should sing something. What do you guys want to hear Slater sing? Okay, y'all gotta agree on a song for this one.
Let me share my screen for a sec.
You gotta know the song too.
Oh wait. If you're gonna share your screen,
just for 2 seconds, just to show him what he needs to do.
And then you have to window capture again.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to like share my screen and pull up a
No,
song?
just chill. I'll figure.
No, I'm not sharing it for the stream. I'm sharing it for Ishan.
Okay.
Okay. So in the bottom left, you see where like the scene section is, right? And then next to that it says sources, and then to the next to that it says audio mixer. Okay, next you should see little dials, like it should say like desktop audio, mic, stuff like that, right? Okay. So under Mike Ox, next to the slider, there's a volume icon. Is it red with a line through it?
Thank you, Jack's Politics, for $10.
So it looks like a normal audio icon, white with 2 lines. And when you're talking, is the slider moving up and down? Okay, so go to your OBS settings, go to audio, go to input devices, and make sure it has.
While they do that, what was it? They either want the people in Paris or in Capistan.
Oh, I'm not doing the first one.
Capistan. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, let's have all the ANCAPs sing Ancapistan.
All right.
Yeah,
I actually
it's
don't know
just
the
Zane and I.
lyrics. I don't know the lyrics.
I don't
How are you
either,
gonna
but-
be like know about the state and shit yet don't know Ancapistan?
I mean,
Zane
I
and
don't.
Slater
I
duet-
don't. I
duet
reject. I
Capistan
reject the term
song.
anarcho-capitalist.
Yeah, neither of us are really ANCAPs.
What? Give me a second.
Fellas in Paris, so true.
What? No.
Is your slider?
It's all right.
moving
It's all right.
down when you're talking?
It's right. You'll be like me. Yeah, you have to go. Okay, you have to go. Don't listen to. Go
All
to
right. And where
settings.
do you see input devices?
It's devices. It's mic auxiliary audio, and then click your wanted mic.
Did you hit apply? Did you hit apply, buddy?
No, I didn't.
You dingleberry.
I forgot about that. All right.
Holy. All right. Is it moving now?
Yeah, it's moving now. All right, should be good.
All right.
Sing She by
Jesus.
Tyler. Okay.
Hey, Zach is back.
Wait, I have a question. I'm looking up the Ancapistan lyrics, and why is it like broken into like different
What do you mean?
Nazi, commie, Hoppian?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, so like he plays a bunch of different characters, and so
Thank
we
you,
see
Bailey.
from
Okay,
the-
well, we need a minarchist, we need a Hoppian, we need a Nazi, we need a commie, and the crippling poor.
There's enough paleocons on TikTok.
I could be.
They're basically paleocons are basically
I'll do
Nazis.
the
essentially.
minarchist part.
Yeah, it's so true.
Minar Chloe. Oh, sorry.
That was
No.
Conservative. Chloe.
Radical capitalist.
Yes.
Austroclo.
Yes.
You guys are just volunteerists.
Austroclo. What are the preconditions?
Zach joined and then dipped.
Oh,
What are the
I know the
praxeological
song by
preconditions
heart,
for action?
so can I play like Nazi or something?
Wait, you want to be?
Yes, yeah, you can play Nazi.
What the?
Because I love that song
You
more
love
than
Nazi?
All right, guys.
Whoa.
Wait. Before we do that, John, somebody said to read a message in their donation.
Yeah, Bailey said that capitalism is immoral.
Is that it?
Agreed. Zane and I agree.
I agree. Well, I don't know what
Okay,
you
I'm
just
gonna-
said, but I agree. If Slater says I agree, then I agree.
That capitalism is immoral.
True.
Okay, no, wait, I can't screen share the Incapacitant song because then it'll mute you.
Yeah, no,
guys. I
don't.
can't do that.
I don't want to get striked. I've already been we played like a 13-second clip for our podcast. We got copy strike.
Okay.
That's like whack.
All right. So yeah, we'll sing the Incapacitant
Christian,
song.
what are you doing?
Yo, guys,
I
we
made
have.
slime, bro.
It's
Bro.
already it's already 46. So how many people until the last, or how many more debates left?
There's only 2 left.
What is it?
Amir versus Zane, and then the winner of that versus Verbal.
Oh, Alex left. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should we just quickly do that and then do
Let's
the
do
challenges?
that, and then we'll go to the last challenge.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do what we'll do. Oh wait, we're supposed to have. If Cudwee's still here, we're supposed to have.
Cudwee left. Did Cudwee leave? No.
No,
He's
Cody's
right
still
next
here.
to
He said he would
Cody's here.
leave after the charity, the set time. No.
He's still here, but he's just listening. He's not really talking.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, Zane and Amir.
All right, Zane and Amir. I guess
You
y'all
can
are
you
next.
you guys can keep asking. I'm not gonna give you a.
Sure. You can pick the topic, Amir. That's fine.
All right. What,
Politics and memes. That's about it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just do politics. I guess.
That's fine.
Okay. Number between 1 and 4, Zane.
Between 1 and 4, or 1 or 4? No, just like 3.
Okay.
Okay. So Zane has to defend nationalism. Amir has to reject it.
Oh,
Okay.
the
Alright.
ANCAP supporting nationalism.
All right. I'll start the clock. Y'all go now.
All right.
So am I affirming nationalism or rejecting?
no, you're
anti-slavery?
affirming.
Nationalism,
Okay.
Amir is rejecting.
Oh boy, I don't even know where to start with this. Amir, can you give me an opening statement, please? I don't even know.
Your rejection of nationalism. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
My rejection of nationalism is this idea that see, I would love to start out with the distinction between patriotism and nationalism so that we don't have a confusion here. I reject nationalism. I do not reject patriotism. I reject nationalism because of the fact that just because your country says something is correct doesn't necessarily mean it's correct, and just because you are in that country doesn't necessarily mean that you have to support that country. But with nationalism, you'd have to support your country even if your country was wrong in the first place.
I would reject your premises there. I'm a cultural relativist, so I believe what the majority of people believe within a society is in fact correct. So I'm what you would call like a relativist, a culture relative. I'm a form of moral subjectivist.
So you believe in majoritarianism, just to clarify?
In regards to when we're talking about what is right or what is wrong, absolutely, 100%. If the majority says it's right, I agree that that is in fact right. Hold on, let me finish. I'm addressing your opening statement here. All right. So typically the naive objections to nationalism is some form of childish individualism. But man is never an individual. From the moment you were born, okay, you cannot sustain yourself. You are subject to your family, okay? And you are a member of a community, and you are a member of a city, and then a member, well, whatever the size it may be, of a nation. Now, the two concepts, communism, capitalism, are both materialist dogmas, okay? We must reject materialism in favor of a spiritualistic system, because man is more than material. Man is ideas. We must embrace a system that can nurture these ideas and bring about the best of man.
And you think that nationalism would achieve that?
Fascism, a form of fascist nationalism, yes.
Fascist nationalism? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm putting forth fascism here.
Okay. So I would like to address your first.
If you didn't understand, I'm a third positionist. I reject the materialism of communism, the materialism of capitalism, for the favor of spiritualism of fascism. Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Okay. Just thank you for the clarification. All right. So let's go back to your original premise. Let's break it down from the beginning. So your original premise is that if in a society, in a culture, right, if the majority of people say that something is correct, then you believe that it has to be correct, and that is what it is because the majority of people say such and such is correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure before I make any claims. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, so let me ask you a question. If we're going to go off that assertion, let's be a little bit consistent here. If the majority of people in society believe that slavery is okay and has an economic benefit to capitalism, yes, okay.
Well,
so,
not to capitalism here. The system I'm putting forth, what I will state here is that I will make a reclarification.
Okay.
Often the majority it can be swayed by these materialist dogmas of capitalism and communism. So they might have bad ideas, right? So they might be swayed to one side or the other. Now we can establish like through philosophically that we can reject these materialist conceptions, right? So I believe that under the conception of capitalism and communism, that people are swayed by these naive ideas. So I want to foster a system. I want to institute a system that will foster great ideas. Now, if this leads to the mass supportage of slavery to benefit corporatism, not capitalism, corporatism here. We're merging corporations with the state. If the majority in this moral, virtuous, spiritual society advocates for slavery, then yes, absolutely.
Okay. So thank you for being logically consistent. So now let's go on to the next point. So the point I was trying to make is the reason why I brought capitalism. I'm not saying you support capitalism, and I never made that assertion. Obviously, you don't. So, but what I was going to say is that in a society, let's say the society wants a capitalistic society, right? They want capitalism to be implemented in that society. All right, so let's just say that 51 people say slavery is okay, and 49 people say slavery is not okay and not beneficial to capitalism, right? And I bring you a substantial fact proving that slavery doesn't actually help with economic growth and it actually has backwards effects, right? And I bring you facts presenting that the majority is wrong, right? in your philosophical premises, in your ideal world, right, you would still agree to the premise that those 51
Well, you're
people are still
conflating
right.
you're conflating descriptions and prescriptions here, right? So like my prescriptive reason for supporting slavery is because the people support slavery. It's not because slavery necessarily brings about better economic means, right?
Wait, but now you're supporting a wait. So just to clarify, are you supporting like do you? I'm just to make sure, right? Because I don't want to put words.
No, I don't support democracy when it comes to the law. But what I'm talking about here is that the majority conception of what is deemed moral is designated by the society upon which you live in. For example, the Aztecs thought it was moral to sacrifice their fellow members. They were sacrificing them to the gods, right? They thought, and these people would go and live up with the gods, right? Of course they didn't know these things, that they had no reason in their own, like from our perspective,
wrong,
of believing in believing in these gods. But they're wrong from our perspective because we're a different culture. We have different values.
No. But that wasn't the distinction I was making. I wasn't making it a
So I'm saying I'm saying within our culture, I'm saying moral truths are designated within the majorial support of the culture.
I wasn't
now,
talking
well, this is what when I said I'm a cultural subjectivist, what do you think that means? When I'm a cultural relativist, what do you think that means? I'm talking about morals. That's a meta-ethical position.
Okay, so just so
if a conflict arises, people may go out and try and convince the masses that they are wrong, and trying to change these ideas, right? Which again, I'm not a materialist, so I support ideas. So say only 40% of people support abortion, right? These people can go out and try and change the ideas of the masses, and then if the majority supports abortion, then abortion within the context of a society in which the most people support abortion is moral.
So wait a minute. But so just to make sure, because I just want to backtrack a little bit to what you originally said about the individual. You said that nobody's truly an individual from the start, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so how can you substantiate that? Why is somebody not an individual from the moment they are alive?
Okay, so when I'm talking about nobody is an individual, I'm talking methodologically here. So, like metaphysics, of course, a baby is a baby, right? It is nobody other than the baby. However, this baby must, by necessity of its existence, rely on others. If he was just an individual with no positive rights, if we hold this dogmatic view of natural rights, of negative natural rights, this absolute dogmatism, then there would be no moral dilemma in just letting babies starve, right? So but because we sustain children, and because because I'm here right now, it means that somebody sustained me when I was a child. So there was a point in my life where I was not I'm reliant on other people. In the context of I'm reliant on whoever is streaming this right now. If I want to go on a road, I'm reliant on the person who owns the road. If I want to get a job, I'm reliant on the person who owns the business. In society, we have to our fellow brethren. This is within the context of society. We have
just a second. We are at $290. Someone just donated $45.
Yo.
Hey. Sorry,
Thank you.
Did I cut out?
Okay, did they put a message in that?
LR, meta-ethical. I said cultural relativism is a meta-ethical position.
Sorry. Sorry.
It
was an anonymous person. It was 45.
I don't care. LR. Cultural relativism is a meta-ethical position, you goofy ball. Okay.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Can you substantiate how nationalism has been beneficial to society?
I don't have to do that because I don't support any systems that have been implemented thus far. Any substantiation of this would be a genetic logical fallacy, and I don't support inductive reasoning. I believe that inductive reasoning is inherently fallacious, and that we cannot make inductive inferences that are definite about the events of the potentialities of society.
Okay. All right. So wait. So you reject inductive reasoning. All right. So.
No. I'm going to be clear here. When I say I reject inductive reasoning, that means, so for example, I dropped this and that fell. That is an inductive reasoning, but I cannot make the statement that every time something is dropped, it will fall. I can only go off of what has happened previously.
Everything.
I can't make it. I can't make.
Falls. It's gonna. What do you mean? If everything falls, it's gonna land, right?
If everything is dropped,
if it's not infinite, right?
Who's to say tomorrow I don't let go of this and it just starts floating? Can you say absolutely, through an inductive
Absolutely
reasoning?
based on what we can see and perceive.
Okay, but
Yes, I
what
can
you
say
can
that.
see and perceive is
I can say that.
inductive. You can't make an absolute statement from this.
Yes, I can. I can make an absolute statement from what I know and can perceive. I can't.
Okay,
here.
chat. Who won?
Definitely Zane, because I barely got to speak, but it's definitely Zane because I couldn't.
I
substantiate
think
it.
I won. Just putting it out there.
It was definitely, to be honest, it was Zane.
But
'cause I-
Zane's a close second.
Define why LR is a virgin because he doesn't realize that when like I said cultural relativism is a meta-ethical position, which it quite literally is. And he
Amir, are
said
you
that I
not-
was throwing out words that didn't
chat.
make
Oh,
any
shoot.
context.
Amir,
if
are you aware of the problem of
everyone
induction?
if 5 people collectively donate $2, we will hit $300.
Well, it
and,
has to be collectively because there's no individual.
What I don't give.
Yeah,
Whatever you call
fuck
it.
the collective.
If you individually, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If 5 people donate $2, I can guarantee a challenge from every single person here.
Alright, so it looks like Zane won. We're gonna do our $200
Wait, somebody said Zane did Zane did good, not gonna lie. We have to check if he's actually a fascist. Zane, can you defend yourself or no?
Zane, debunk yourself.
Yeah, everything that I just spurted could not have been farther from the truth.
Substantiate.
From cultural relativism to my conception of individualism and society and the social division.
It was so wrong, bro.
Yeah. Well, you should have called me out.
I know, but I didn't want to interrupt. So, like, I
Also,
was just-
unpin.
Yo,
Alright, yeah,
Amir, do you know the problem of induction?
Oh my gosh, could we?
No, I'm not debating you. I'm just saying, like, I'm wondering if you knew what the problem was, because I didn't know if you knew exactly what Zane was referencing, that you couldn't make an absolute claim because of something.
Well, he was talking about inductive reasoning as regards to things falling.
No,
No,
I
I'm
was
talking
saying
about the
inductive
problem of
reasoning.
induction. Thank you,
Bailey, for $2.
I'm saying the problem of induction is just because you observe something has happened doesn't mean it will
We
always
need
happen.
4 people to donate $2.
Okay. So why, like, let me like, for example, like, just because I observe a car crashing on Tuesday, why would it necessitate that a car will always crash on Tuesday?
The referencing is the uniformity principle, right?
Yeah, I said, yeah. Oh, yeah. Define D's
Nuts?
MF nuts.
Is this a far right channel? I'm so confused. No, a
No,
neutral
you-
channel.
Okay, guys, so here's the
yeah.
do we want to do our challenges now, or do we want to do the final debate?
Yeah, should we do the final debate and then
Alright, Morgan's
challenges,
getting
or
blocked.
should we?
Do challenges first. I want.
Okay, so our $200 challenge is all of us singing in Capistan. So I'll play on my end.
Wait. Let's make sure that people want to see us collectively sing Ancapistan.
Okay.
Collective? Did you just say collective?
Yeah. Yes, we're going to engage in collectivism right now.
I don't think that's what that means.
Yes. All right. Are we?
Chat
I mean,
is
y'all
not
wanna-
responding to my. Oh, okay. Nobody wants to see it.
Okay.
Welcome to Ancapistan.
Get it, Cuddly?
Yeah, they say cringe and not
so
red
we don't
pilled.
want to see for $200 challenge then, because we need a $200 challenge
Yeah,
and a
by the way,
$250
I'm
challenge.
probably
And we're
gonna
about to
get
hit a
canceled.
300 challenge.
I'm probably gonna get like canceled tomorrow for that. not that I care. Everybody's. I don't care.
Cancel Zane. I'll start the movement.
Let's get some good old fashioned reciprocal altruism.
Altruism doesn't
That's
exist.
what Jure Hansen said.
Yeah, it's nasty, bro.
We are a reasonable centrist channel. We don't endorse cringe.
We're a Grillis channel.
We're a Grillis channel. We believe in no
communism.
Zane, Bailey clipped you saying that you're a fascist.
Oh God, Bailey, no.
I kind of sensed there was gonna be a problem LARPing with some of these, but
Wait, why did you give that, bro?
I don't care, dude. Post that wherever you want. Doesn't bother me.
Can't cancel if he doesn't care.
Some 14-year-old leftist on the internet thinks I'm a fascist. So what? What am I gonna do? Cry?
All right,
Yeah.
Screen recorded the walk dance.
You're crying right now. That's why you have the glasses on.
Zane, check my TikTok.
He put the glasses
Who
on.
just said that? Who just said that?
John, check
Okay.
my
Someone
TikTok.
wants Cuddly to sing Ancapistan for this challenge.
Yo, we've been like railing on Cudwe for these challenges.
You've been railing.
Don't say railing, bro, please.
You know
How
what I
about we
meant.
rail cut?
Yo, Filipino.
Slater
you're
wishes
Christian.
I was.
Yeah,
not
what's up, Cook?
Zane's
Hey,
getting
Filipino,
added to my
what's your theory again for you know?
For
Wait,
No, I
somebody
hate you saying for what. No, I hate you saying for what.
All right, Cudwe. It seems
For what?
like that's what we're gonna do. So Cudwe sings Ancapistan. I'll
Is
play
that
the
a group
music
thing?
for you, bud.
Nah, wait,
No.
whoa. What do you mean Cudwe sings Ancapistan? This is a choir.
Oh, so we're all doing
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I'm supposed
Yeah,
to
let's
be
all
not.
do it.
I don't know the lyrics. I'm not an anarchist.
Bruh.
Okay, well,
I'm not an ant.
here, just try to follow along. I know all the words. Okay, I'll turn.
I'm just
some
going.
loud. ready? Okay.
It's gonna get
You'll hear
copyrighted.
it.
Bro, don't play them.
Wait, we're not allowed to play that. We're not allowed to play that. We're not allowed to play
Yo, I killed that WAP, by the way.
Damn,
I
what
just
does
watched
copy
that
strike mean, Chloe?
that. Chloe's like, not my challenge. Why should I? Or not my challenge.
Welcome
why should I?
to Ancapistan, where every man can be a king. Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Ancapistan, where your
Alright,
worth as man is worth you bring. Minarchist. Oh.
In Ancapistan, we look after each other. We treat our
Treat our
trade
trade partners as if they were our brothers.
Just
That's
solidarity.
altruism.
I'm muting myself.
No
No
government
government
tyranny.
tyranny here. We're finally free.
We don't have pores, and by pores I mean blacks. We've got open doors. We're trying to upper class.
Wait, what?
I didn't know the lyrics before this.
What'd he say?
He doesn't mean that. What do you mean, Ancap? Yes, I do.
We don't have
libertarian
pores, and by porns I mean blacks. Whoa.
lives are underpaid.
Pause.
Solidarity through trade. You can get laid with your mate or anyone who's underage. You know, Kami.
You know, Kami, I really don't see the problem with this at all. If corporations can be used to serve my people, then why not make use of them?
Don't start with this righteous unity, Nazi. Capitalism is the greatest evil of our time, and these kulaks revel in it. Keep your head down and.
Oh, she lagged.
I, Sir Cudwe, do not
Chloe
promote this
lagging
song.
is the most base thing to happen on this stream.
I disavow this song. I have no part of it.
All right. Verbal needs to debate Zane.
Okay. So wait, so since this is the final, should the audience pick the last topic?
I'm thinking that's a good idea. And if they can't, then I'll just list the topics and then they can decide.
Well, that's what I
between
meant.
those.
List like the 4 categories, have them pick, and
Yeah.
then list like the
No,
topics within those.
no,
and then...
fascism. Why did we have that as a topic? I was fixing my.
It was nationalism. I just chose
Yeah,
fascism.
it was
It's
supposed
better.
to-
It's better. It's easier to defend than like paleoconservatism.
Just more consistent.
Yeah. Sorry, fascism is more consistent than paleoconservatism.
Fair.
I can say that with ease.
Wait, I have a meme debate just called "Should we return to monkey?" Should we have?
No. You should evolve to monkey.
Evolve to monkey.
Should we have Verbal and Zane debate that or no? Chat can
Hex
respond.
donated $1 and asked for a Slater Bussy review.
I don't think we're doing that.
We are $6 away from $300.
That is
Yeah,
beautiful.
Bailey, catch this ban.
No, but for real, should Zane and Verbal debate? Should we return to monkey? Obviously, Zane's gonna take the affirmative.
Oh my
I think that is probably what we should do for the final. Yes.
Well, let's see what chat has to say about it.
Why do I get the worst propositions, dude?
You could probably make a pretty decent argument.
Against verbal though? Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Fair.
Verbal, who's your
someone just
profile
join or
picture?
did someone just leave? Oh, she has two. Oh, I was so confused.
Verbal.
Yeah.
Who's your profile picture?
It's just something I used to tell someone to get a haircut.
Okay, yeah. I got like a couple people saying yes. So Zane, you're gonna take the affirmative. We should return to monkey. Let's go.
Okay. My basic position here
We're doing
is
10
that
minutes, by the way.
Society is a social construct and social constructs are bad, so we should reject society. And if without society there would be no social division of labor, under voluntary exchange. Therefore, there could not be production or anything like this. So we would necessarily, by necessity of rejecting social constructs.
You're going.
Hold on. By necessity of rejecting social constructs, we would in fact return to a primitive state.
You're going a little bit too fast. So wait, can you define a social construct for me?
A social construct is something that
Pin Kadwi and Zane.
A social construct is something that not only exists within the context of society, but it could not exist without society constructing these conceptions.
What is society? What do you define as society?
I would define society as the peaceful interaction between a group of individuals. If you ask me to define group, I would say it's an arbitrary distinction. I think there's a continuum problem here.
Would you not say that in returning to monkey would be a social construct?
No.
Why not?
Monkey is the natural state. There's no society.
I mean, wait. Within the context of returning to monkey, like it wouldn't, like there would definitely be distinctions. So like there could be different ways the tribes form within the context of returning to monkey, as I know the term being used, right? Like there are tribes could come together and have specific forms of hunting. That would be a social organization, a social construct by that nature, right?
So why I would reject this as a social construct is because what my definition of a social construct was not something that only exists within society, but something that can only it is by necessity within society. Hunting is not a necessity of society. So I can hunt by myself, right? So if I decide to hunt or pick fleas if I decide to pick fleas off the back of my friend, whatever.
Yeah, I'm confused about your distinction here. I think you're kind of being very vague in order for me not to catch your.
No. Okay, so there are things that exist within society, and then there are things that only exist because of society.
Okay, I see the distinction. Okay, so you would say that what would make something in monkey would be something that exists within society, but not only because of society?
Yes.
I mean, I would say that I don't see how that would work, right? Because
monkey is the state of nature. We
no, but wait. But as I established, there would be different states. Like the state, what are you calling the state of nature? How we're born?
No. What I'm saying is, man. When I say man's state of nature, okay. So what I mean by this is, if we were to strip away all of the conceptions of society that are not conceptions like work, hunting, things like this that can exist without society on an individual basis, but things that have only come into existence through a social concept and could not exist without.
Yeah, I see. Okay, you're dragging a lot of time, so I'm just gonna reject your proposition from. I don't see why I would care that it would be the state of nature. I would say that if people want to.
Yeah, sure. I can agree that you don't have to care that it's a state of nature, but I do. So I want to return to monkey.
Yeah, what would be the moral elements of the state of nature?
Yeah, so I would say that so by necessity of their existence, social constructs are oppressive on the individuals within society because existence is non-voluntary. Yeah, so when I define oppression, I hold that there is an impact on persons that is arbitrarily decided within the context. No. Go ahead.
Wait, that is not what oppression is. Okay,
define oppression.
Oppression is cruel or abusive treatment. Excessive cruel.
Yeah. So and I would say concepts such as being forced to identify with a gender, being forced to have this concept of going to school. Within the context of even if you don't think these things exist within the construct of society, these are social norms. If you don't agree with these
all I would have to show is that this could exist in a society beside monkey. And I think that is quite evidence that you could have a society without any of those norms imposed on people. that would not necessitate you going back to monkey. So I would say that your point would be really irrelevant to the context of this situation, right?
Okay, so I think here we get into a discussion of which is more likely to remove these norms, right? If you agree to my premise that removing these norms is good, which is better at executing?
I would not. Okay, it's kind of like when the difference of fishing.
Actually, hold on. Justify society.
Wait. No, okay, you're flipping the burden. No.
No, I'm not. No. Hold on, because even if I'm the affirmative in this position.
Okay, let's follow the train of the debate, right? Which was that you asked me 2 questions and you keep doing.
Yeah, and I changed.
I see what you're doing.
I changed.
Right?
I changed the train because I don't care what I was. Whatever I was talking about, audience. Whatever I was talking about before, I don't care about it.
Okay.
Verbal justify society.
I mean, wait. So you want me to justify society? I mean, I would say that first of all, in the context of the debate, when we look at your position in relation to mine, there isn't anything about your society that would denote any characteristics that is that would say would be any that would bear any ethical relevance that would decide that we go back to monkey, right? Because we're saying we're in the current state of society and we're supposed to go to another state, and I don't see what about characteristics about this society tells us that we need to make a change, right? So in the context of you talking about oppressive hierarchy, right, and you're talking about probabilities, the probability is kind of against you in the sense that there are probabilities of many societies removing it, right? So you have only one society, and I would have several that would have the probability of not having those so-called oppressive hierarchies. And I will also reject that gender norms. I mean, I think that's the example you gave would be oppressive. I would state that.
I reject your rejection.
I mean, you could. That's great, but I would say the way I substantiate this is that. I mean, I would say that the gender norm is defined as just what we generally see as the attributes of males and females in society would not be oppressive. It would be
well, hold on. When we're talking about gender here, when you say terms like male and female, typically this denotes sex, right? Like biological. Like if you were saying man and woman, then I'd agree. Okay.
No. Wait, if you look at the definition of gender, it does.
Which definition?
I mean, okay, there's several. Yeah, I would agree with you on that. But I would say that the definition that I was using of gender.
Okay, all right, continue.
Yeah, it would be that.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll accept. Go ahead.
Yeah, there would be male and female, right?
Yeah.
And within the context of male and female, right, the problem doesn't arise when we have categories, right? It's how people apply it. So I would say within the context of people applying it, some people may impose it. That's what I'm against. But making classification and viewing generalization on what males generally do and females generally do, I'll say there's nothing wrong with that. But it's when people start making stereotypical, prejudicial assumptions, that's when problems arise.
Yeah, so I think while you did clarify that you're talking about gender here, I think you made a sort of a conflation here, because when you said what males generally do here, when you said what males generally do, you were denoting biological sex, correct? So we were no longer talking about gender, but talking about sex.
I mean, wait, what do you define as gender?
I define gender as the norms that one identifies with.
Norms?
So actually I reject these norms altogether. I don't think that any within the context. I don't think that gender exists.
No,
right?
I would say that gender would be there are different definitions of gender. If we could define gender as.
You guys have 30 seconds to decide whether we should return to monkey or not.
Okay. So the Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for me.
Okay, no, that's a meme. You guys should not return to monkey. Monkey is disgusting.
Substantiate that monkey is disgusting.
Substantiate that I have to substantiate.
Okay, fine.
Yo, Verbal finally got it?
So okay, so I would say substantiate that I have to substantiate that you have to
Substantiate
substantiate.
that you have to substantiate.
Time.
All right, so
Time.
we're gonna have
Time.
to fall into an ad
Time.
item here. So I think that I've proposed the first substantiation. I
Time.
think that we should.
Time.
I'll give it to verbal.
Well, yeah, that one's kind of hard to win. I should have done it flipped. I should have had verbal try to defend returning to monkey.
I don't think the outcome would have been different. I mean, I think neither one of us know how to defend the monkey.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird debate.
Wait, Slater, could you defend returning to monkey?
Verbal will be like, wait.
Alright, so who won that, guys? What do you think, chat?
I already said I'd give it to verbal. Or whatever, chat can decide.
Anyway.
With that, where are we?
Yeah, so we're done with the actual chair. So we'll manage like the challenges and stuff if anybody wants to watch them, and then after we'll keep the link up. So if you want to donate towards a very good cause, you can. But we're just gonna continue the debates that people wanted to take part in afterwards, and then some people will be joining, and the people who don't want to take part.
So you want to stay live, correct?
Yeah, we'll stay live so people can watch if they actually care. But yeah, for the most part, the charity stream and challenges are pretty much over.
All right, so I will ask. Scott wants to join. I don't know if Scott's still alive.
He is. He just typed in chat.
Okay, send the link to Scott if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, send the link to Scott, and then what about
if PI really wants to join PI?
Yeah,
he's not going to debate him, so that's what he wanted.
What?
Doesn't matter.
Will you debate PI?
PI will still come in. He doesn't. It's fine.
Wait, you guys are talking about political minder?
I mean,
no.
Okay. I don't know who PI is.
Pessimist.
I mean, that's
pessimist idealist.
That's cool. You could join. I'm about to dip in a little while.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, you guys don't have to stay.
We're not gonna be as bounded by like the tournament.
Does what's his name? Or sorry, not. Can we let Morgan in?
Yeah, whoever. It's more chill now. Like I said, donate if you can. However.
Yeah. Send the link to Scott. Might send it to if Craig's around. Sorry. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming out here. We're gonna still stick around. In total, we raised $293.82. Pretty swag.
That's awesome. And hopefully, if you guys want to, you can keep donating, but no challenges.
The exaggerated swagger of a black teenager.
Hey, speak for yourself. If they donate, I'll still do challenges.
Okay.
Right,
He's still gonna do it.
Okay, if you guys can come up with reasonable challenges, I will do them as well.
Same here.
Where is? Let me find. Okay, this guy's getting blocked.
John, are you gonna stay on?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Okay, yeah. If somebody happens to want me to do some, or anybody else, just tell us what they added with their donation.
Is Craig up? Or no? Or Zane, did you send it to Scott?
No, I didn't. Was I supposed to?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, sure. Let me get the link.
And I'll send it to.
Did you even text me back saying, "Oh yeah, you did"?
Did I text you back? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Make it drop.
Scott, I sent it to you on Instagram.
Thanks for coming.
No problem.
Who just said that? Amir?
Yeah, Amir.
See you, bro. Oh boy. Let me send it to. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Where is? So to recap, I just want to say, yeah. What else? So to recap, just the thing we've done, right, for the the charity from the description. I'm just gonna read what I wrote in the description of our video, and what is on the mission statement. Bruno is still on, I believe. Yeah. just to go over. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. So the mission statement is Caring Hands Foundation believes in individuals can make a profound difference by actively exercising their ability to create positive change. The missing of Caring Hands is to provide an easy platform for volunteerism so that people can contribute positively towards their local community through community outreach programs in the global community by adopting well-contained projects of existing organizations overseas. The lunch bag service run by Caring Hands Foundation is a testament to the spirit of volunteerism prevalent in our community. Caring Hands volunteers take turns signing up to make 150 bag lunches in their homes and deliver the bag lunches to homeless shelters or soup kitchens every Sunday. During the winter months, our volunteers deliver on Saturdays as well. This program has run uninterrupted since February 2012. Caring Hands also conducts collection drives periodically to provide other essential amenities like socks, blankets, jackets to homeless shelters. Caring Hands has adopted several alien projects in developing countries in order to address basic needs related to literacy, healthcare, and sanitation in those communities. Our dedicated volunteers carefully select the projects and then monitor the execution of these projects closely. Caring Hands believes in providing actual solutions and seeing the projects through from planning to competition. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who donated. We're actually making a change in the community. You want to call it whatever libertarians call it, I guess, just charity in general. And thank you everyone for donating. Thank you. Yeah.
And especially thank you, John, for hosting us and managing the vast majority of this and the donations. So
and thank you, Chloe and Ishan, for definitely having the idea to help out.
It was actually Ishan's idea.
Yeah.
I just did a lot of the management stuff. Ishan, it was totally his idea.
Chloe got the people together. So
with that, we have PI here. If here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So now's just the boring debate. So
I have to leave, but I want to thank Ishan and Chloe for inviting me to this and having me be a part of this, and thank you, John, for streaming this.
Yeah. Thanks for coming and debating with us.
Of course. You guys have a nice night.
Yeah. You too.
Bye.
Larry, are you there? Got me.
Gotta go fucking leave.
Hi, Scott.
What's up, PI? How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing great, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
How'd that go?
Pardon?
The physicalist that you were just
yeah. I mean, I think he misunderstood some of the stuff that I was trying to get at, but oh well. I'll come back to him on that later.
Physicalism. Yikes.
Wait, let me send.
Physicalism is cringe, bro.
We know verbal.
Embodied minds.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you're looking to a refutation of the solipsism argument, look up Wittgenstein's private language argument. Basically, the argument is that if there was one person's first you have to define what language is. Obviously, language is how we convey ideas in a social context. So language presupposes multiple people.
I'll be right back.
Conversing. This. So that's the whole point of language, right? So his argument is essentially that if only one person knew a certain language, he was the only person in the world that knew this language, he would have no reason to speak this language if he was the only person to know it. So concepts such as pain, pleasure, happiness, sadness, these are referencing brain states. And we know that these can't actually be representing just mechanical phenomena due to the problems of identity. If A equals B, A must have all of the B must have all of the properties of A. So the concept of pain makes no cells interacting has no conception of pain. So just purely mechanistic relations can't explain brain states. So if I have a conversation with somebody and we can discuss concepts such as pain, pleasure, happiness, these are referring to brain states. And if this was a private language, meaning that I was the only one that spoke it, well, then nobody else would speak it. So obviously, because these other people are able to speak this private language and able to discuss things like the pain, pleasure, and these concepts that are referring to brain states, means that solipsism, and another refutation of solipsism as well. You know that you know that you're conscious, and no two people can both be solipsists. Because if you're a solipsist, the only person who could be a solipsist is you. So if somebody else says that they're a solipsist, well, they're wrong. So essentially, it's like the position would be, well, if solipsism were true, then there is only one mind, and that mind is not I. So anybody presenting solipsism is wrong.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my copy of Ito. I'll be right back.
Language is not confined within a societal construct. Yes, it is.
What's your thoughts on the phrase language is? Hold on, let me pull up the idea of language is comprised of signs.
Is that Wittgensteinian? Is that who?
Saussure.
I'm not familiar with it specifically. I might agree with it.
Or structuralism.
I'm not like big into the philosophy of language yet, like entirely.
Me either. I'm just trying to read something, and that's a quote. The idea of language.
Oh, so when you say signs, is it just that generally when we say words,
Slater should go fuck himself.
We're like referring like
Yo, Scott is here, bro. Get the fuck out of my screen, bro.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking your thoughts.
Is DNA not a language? No, DNA is not a language. Nor are genes or biogenesis. Who is this LR guy? He's had consistently bad takes on.
Yo, can we have him on?
Huh?
Yeah, bro. Team zooted.
Stop speaking.
It's
God,
up
nice
to
profile
you.
picture.
As long as he's not freaking.
Hey, me? Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Here, I'll read the quote if I.
Is he muted?
Wait, let me find. I have the book. But who's muted?
Oh, Slater, you're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Dude, I'm not muted. Fuck you, bro. Oh my god. Scott,
Oh, dude, I thought you were away. My bad.
Scott, we should debate.
We should debate?
Yeah.
Right now? You think this is good?
Right now. What do you want to debate on?
So,
like in the state I'm in right now, you think it'd be a good idea?
Yeah, you'd get shit on. You're scared. Whatever.
Yeah, I did.
John, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Can you like pick how far you want to, or you're able to post of the stream?
I can do the entire thing.
Well, no, I'm saying like, could you cut it off?
You want to cut some?
We'll cut it off like at once the final debate
not
ended.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Just let it go. I mean, who cares?
I don't care that much.
I'm gonna timestamp it because I'm gonna timestamp Cudway and Slater. I'm trying to find course in general linguistics.
Okay.
Find a fucking book.
Wait,
what are
was
you
that debate
timestamping? Objectivism.
Objectivism.
Cringe, lol.
True. Yo, Scott.
Yeah.
Shut up.
PI, I just have one question. I have one question, PI.
yes.
Can actions act?
Rand would say no.
What would she also say?
She would say she's committed to the position ultimately, because consciousness is an activity for her. But we could get there in a bit.
Mm.
Oh wait, I thought I'm just.
I also have diagrams and things like that too, so I'd be happy to present.
the damn book?
Ontology is cringe.
Ontology?
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Why?
Nah, it's
Good debate, Dan. Good debate. You got him there, buddy.
Right. Have you come any closer to like how do we come to know ourselves as a subject?
Don't trigger me like that. Possibly. I think so. I think it's whether it's inferential or not, that's difficult to say, because there's a bit of an antinomy here, because obviously we have self-knowledge, and if that's acquired later on, so if we just have regular higher order levels of consciousness, just regular primitive perception, the problem is how we ultimately reach those higher order forms of cognition. And from what I've seen, to try and do it like seriatim like that, it's totally untenable, because where do we get the conceptual content from? The fact that we are subjects, that's ultimately where the content for that can be derived from. It can't be derived from perception per se, because the self is not a color, it's not a shape, it doesn't have texture. It's something which is
secondary characteristics, basically.
Yeah, it can't be that.
Fuck
It
you,
can't be any
Scott.
quale or anything like that. It has to be something more. It transcends it ultimately, I think. But that's not to say it's a supernatural thing or anything of that sort. It's just to say that it's a necessary correlative of any particular object to perception, and that's where I'd have to leave it at for now.
I started reading Nature of Existence.
Oh, really? How is that?
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult.
It wasn't. Yeah. I didn't get too far, so it hasn't been too hard so far. But I was especially interested in his arguments against degrees of truth and reality, because that's one of the main splits between him and someone like Bradley. And I don't know. I think he didn't lay out like a complete argument yet so far, but it's definitely interesting. I don't know. I feel like he's more sophisticated than Brad. Like he's definitely.
Yes, he's heavily influenced by people like Bertrand Russell. Believe it or not.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, we gotta love Bertrand Russell.
I mean, I hate that dude. His epistemology is good.
Who's
Bertrand Russell.
It's shit.
Shut up, PI.
It's awful.
No. Wait, you don't believe, where do you hold the universalists to reside?
Well, I'm a conceptualist.
Okay. Elaborate.
It's they kind of
wait.
exist.
Do you believe that universals are a priori?
Well, what do you mean by a priori? I believe that
not contingent upon like empirical observation. Like
I believe that they essentially live in the particulars. They don't transcend the particulars. They essentially, all particulars constitute a kind of system of like all.
You guys want to let LR on?
Sure. Yeah, I'm a conceptualist though, so they're essentially kind of the conceptual content is mind dependent, so we don't have to reach this transcendent order of like kind of like a realist. But I'm not a nominalist either, so I don't believe that they're just names for things.
So you like interesting. So you reject like the realist and nominalist distinction in regards to universals.
It's more of a moderate. It's very similar to Ayn Rand.
I was about to say that's what that's what I was getting at, is because that's what Rand does, and that's what Roderick Long does, is he rejects that. You either have to be a realist or a nominalist.
Zane, can I make you host or someone host, and I'm gonna go?
Yeah, you can make me host, but I have to go take my dogs out, so I'm gonna be gone for like. 15
Okay, I'll make All right, you shrunk.
Not my dogs out. I have to go take my brother. I have to go take my brother's dogs out.
The one that wanted to. Never mind. You saw the clip. All right, I'm gonna go.
I fucking hate Sweater. Just not a fan.
No, Scott.
Just not a fan. I'm really not a fan, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're debating now.
Give me a.
I sobered up. I sobered up, dude.
That was 5 minutes ago.
Felt like forever, dude.
That doesn't mean you're sober.
Depends. Time's relative, isn't it? Oh, wait, time's
it doesn't exist.
Unreal. Yeah, my bad. Correct. Fucking nerd.
Believe it or not, if objectivism is true, time, motion, change, activity, it's all unreal. Or it doesn't
said he's
exist.
walking his dog, and look at it. The motherfucker's walking him. Yo, Cuddly's still here, bro. I gotta hear him speak. He grew up. Yo, Slater, I'll debate you on Kendrick Lamar versus Kanye any day, dude.
Okay.
I'll run your shit, dude. I'll run your shit.
Okay, my only standard is discography. That's my only standard.
Yeah, but where do you draw the line with discography? Like, do you consider like his impact?
No, that's not discography.
Like, is that a variable?
No.
I
Well,
disagree.
one, even if it.
I disagree.
Well,
I think
impact
it's
does not
the
affect the
music
quality of
that
your
put
music.
out, but also the impact of the music that was put out.
Well, it's just definitionally wrong. But even if you
Definitionally
weren't,
wrong. I don't know. It seems pretty subjective. You don't judge.
No, but even then, like, I'll just exclude that part. Like, I don't value that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're stupid. Yeah.
No, why should I value impact?
Are you
when
finished?
determining how
finished?
good somebody?
Are you finished?
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Yo, I was watching it. I was like, oh my god, cringe.
Why should I care about impact? That doesn't affect the quality of the music, does it?
Yeah, I actually think it does. I think it is a variable that people take. For instance, when you listen to, because it sets a standard for what the music is. So, like, if they have two different standards, right? Kendrick's standard is he'll be good on rap, and his songs will sound decent, right?
His songs sound amazing. What do you?
Nah, I'm actually.
You don't
not
listen.
that big of a
You
fan.
don't.
Like, of anything below, like
Black ears.
there's hitter. What the fuck? What?
Prove me wrong.
There's stuff below. Yeah. It's just To
You gotta
Pimp a
turn your camera
Butterfly,
on,
Good
dude.
Kid, Mad City. Yeah.
Both phenomenal albums.
Yeah, they're
And
great.
better than
They're good,
anything
but then you
Kanye. Both of them are better than anything.
No, cap, dude.
Both of them are better than anything Kanye's put out.
Cap.
The Pimp a Butterfly is
That's-
easily better than anything Kanye's put out.
No, that's just not true. No.
What is better?
So many skips, dude. So many.
What is better? Name a better album.
You look at
Name
fucking,
a
like,
better album. Scott.
by Kanye or by like in general.
By Kanye.
By Kanye.
By Kanye.
My Beautiful Dark. My Beautiful
it's
Dark
not.
Twisted Fantasy.
We're
Kid
not
See
there.
Ghost, a 7-track album. It's insane.
It's not better than.
Even
not
your
better than-
best, even your favorite album, Yeezus, which doesn't make sense for a favorite album, or is it Late Registration? It's one of those.
No, it's Yeezus. Late Registration's.
It's Yeezus.
Or 4.
I think Saint Pablo is a favorite, but it's not. Well,
The
not
Life of
Saint
Pablo.
Pablo. Life of Pablo.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! You don't
No,
even
I'm
know the
sorry.
album.
Saint Pablo is one of the standout tracks, though.
Sure.
Life of Pablo is like a favorite in a lot of ways because it has a lot of taste, but.
It's what My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy should have been. Let's be honest.
Ooh, no.
But it is though, right?
Man,
It kind of definitely is.
It's like you're playing baseball and you like swung at your like coach or something. Like, this is a miss, you know.
That was an interesting way of saying
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No. Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly are worse than My Beautiful Dark.
that. You're just. It's like objectively wrong. Is Chris on?
Here. You put Good Kid, Mad City plus Section 80, and I'm still right. You know what I mean? Like you can add 2 albums together. It's just bad. This is not close.
Don't talk to me anymore. Our
Yeah,
friendship's
dude.
over.
Shut up, Finboy. Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. You're not even worth it, man.
You.
Yeah, I'll debate you though. Agorism is not as good as the Hoppian way. You don't.
No way. Okay. Why not?
Nah, dude. You saw Zane get the work. You're about to get it, all right?
Zane did not get the work. First of all, you conceded to.
Oh, you don't work. Right?
You don't work.
You don't work.
You don't have a
wage
job.
labor.
You don't have a job.
That's not what I was meaning.
Oh.
What a dickhead, dude. Try to attack people?
What?
Oh, dude.
You conceded to
Brazil
capitalism
call.
being good. Should you participate in
Is that what agorism is?
Scott,
Is that what
Scott,
agorism is? Because that's just not true then.
Let me finish my turn.
No, agorism is a political ideology.
Scott.
It's not just
should one engage in
praxis.
counter-economics?
That is not. No. Because even Conkins stated that wage labor is not favorable to working for yourself.
Okay,
Dude, that's why. That's why the left rock party. Because that's not a praxis. That's theory.
I'm asking you, is
what was the
engaging
point of that?
counter-economics
Oh,
good?
because it's pretty stupid in econ, right?
Can you
We understand
answer
that.
my question?
What?
Is counter-economics good? Should one engage in counter-economics?
In some regards, sure.
And what
But
regards
I
shouldn't
can't
it?
say one should, right? Like, Should
I
I
bridge the
should I
Islam
evade
and
taxes? No, that's not what I'm saying, Slater. You're just trying to deflect. Right?
Okay, no.
No, but like for instance, I shouldn't evade taxes.
If you can,
because
without getting caught,
that'll get no. See, that's the difference.
No.
That's the
Konkin
difference.
talks about
Because I don't live in that
Konkin
world.
talks
I don't
about
live in
this.
that world.
Okay, then you don't have to do
I
that.
don't live in that world.
You don't have to do that.
Exactly.
But
That's my
Konkin talks
argument.
about this. But you've never read Konkin, though.
But that's
admit that, though.
No. See, here's the problem, Slater. Though that's not just Konkin, though. It's not just counter econ.
No, you're not letting me finish the point. There are two.
No, because I've already
agorism.
told you I agreed to counter econ. Yes.
Okay.
In some regards, as I stated.
And do you believe in the consistent application of the non-initiation of force?
Constant? No.
Consistent? I said.
Oh, I think mine's consistent. Sure, yeah.
So you're an agorist. Agorism is just voluntarism plus counter econ.
No, that's just not true. That is not true at all. See, this is why you can say ANCAP is voluntarism. That's true, but it also has its like subtle preferences, right? But then agorism says like these preferences are favorable. So I'm not an agorist because I don't believe these preferences are favorable.
Which preferences are not favorable?
I'm pro wage labor. Like the fuck?
Konkin's not against wage labor.
Yes, he is.
Nope, you've never read him. What did he say?
No, I'll send you.
Send me a quote.
Who is it by?
Are we still on the stream?
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you guys want me to?
But,
all he says is.
Could we and I?
Oh, sure.
No, it is true that agorists in general do not fancy organization, hierarchy, leaders, and followers, which is a common preference amongst all anarchists of all varieties. Rothbard and Klein is right in that they are not necessarily anything wrong with voluntary organization or voluntary membership in hierarchy. Blah 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 blah. This is a.
This is not Konkin.
No. This is
Okay,
an
but-
agorist responding to. I'm trying to find a Konkin like tweet.
But Konkin doesn't say that. You can say that. Yeah, I mean, in the same way that there are a lot of voluntarists that are like voluntary mutualists. They believe in voluntary worker co-ops. They're still voluntarists. Like you can be a
Sure, but I'm
an
not saying
agorist
that's
and believe in-
preferable, right? There's
I'm not, but
and
Konkin didn't either.
voluntarism,
But Konkin
and I'm not
didn't
saying
either.
that's preferable.
But
That's
Konkin
what.
didn't either.
Yes.
No, you
Yes, he
didn't.
did.
What? Find me the quote then.
I got you.
Yeah, you bitch.
No, this is Roger Klong.
You suck. Hey, Scott.
Fuck yourself.
Well, I was gonna be nice to you.
No, you weren't, dude.
I was gonna.
You made for.
I was actually gonna come for you. No, I wasn't.
No, dude, you're toxic.
Hey Slater,
Hey, Chloe.
Joe is saying some very questionable things about you right now.
Okay, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. If anybody wants to like talk to these guys on the Zoom call, just like DM the @UC. I'll give you like a couple minutes to do that, and then I'll give you the link. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream.
Scott, you not being able to find that quote, huh?
Yeah, because it's hard to find a quote, but I can tell you what book it's in. New Libertarian Manifesto.
I have it right.
Because even Rothbard quotes him while dunking on his ass. Not really, but while he's critiquing. He talks about, furthermore, it is simply absurd for him to think that in the free market of the future, wage labor will disappear. Furthermore, Konkin is clearly unfamiliar with the fact that emergence of wage labor was enormous boon for many thousands of poor workers. There's no wage labor, as there was not in most.
I don't remember Konkin saying that. I've read this book before.
Dude, well, I'm not saying you're good at like thinking about stuff.
It's not even thinking. I just have to read. You saying I can't read?
Well, you have
man,
to.
that's
Well,
just-
I'm not saying that, dude. You're saying that, right?
No, you what? No.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. That's not my argument.
But even then, like you can still believe that. Like you don't have to believe that in like voluntary work or co-ops to be an anarchist.
No, it's more about preference, right? So I'm a voluntarist. but
No,
I'm also
you don't have to believe it's
market anarchist.
preferable either.
Well,
Because
that's what
all
agorism
agorism
theory
is-
says.
All
No,
agorism.
because agorism is not
all-
is
it's-
not just counter econ plus not hurting people that haven't hurt you. Okay?
Agorism is
And
the
I would
consistent
argue.
integration of libertarian theory, i.e., the non-initiation force, and he says this explicitly, with counter-economic.
Yes, and I'm telling you right now because he thinks wage labor is unlibertarian.
He thinks it initiates force.
No, he just thinks it's unlibertarian.
Give me a quote where he says that.
Come on, Rothbard, pull out the fucking quote. And none of these dude fucking pulls out quotes.